We are late night gaming. Oh, I'm supposed to set up my loadout here. Oopsies. Alright, loadout. Nice. Let's go. Brewing, then dueling. The two parts of life. I don't know how to say it. What is it? The duality. The only two things you need for a successful living. Building deck, playing deck. That's what we're doing today. Simple. Live stream. I want to hang out with chat. That's it. That's all there is. Classic Edison After Hours. What's up, duelists? I should probably share that I am live at some point. What's up, duelists? Are you guys in here? Press 1 if you're in here. Let me see. My chat thing might be bugging. Sometimes it does that, you know? Sometimes it's bugging. What's up, Dragon? What's up, Ben? There we go. I think it was probably just bugging. Hold up. I'm gonna... just paste. What's up, Pedro? What's up, Team Yu-Gi-Oh? What's up, Team Edison Peru? What's good? Shout out all the Peru Edison duelists. Deck building, deck playing, and emo music is what makes the world go round. Speaking of emo music, this weekend was When We Were Young festival, and I didn't go. But it's close enough to my house that I may as well have gone because I could hear everything. It was so loud. It was so freaking loud. I could hear, like, literally the guitar riffs, like, pretty clearly just outside my front door. It was kind of nice, but I'm sure some of my neighbors were probably pissed. But yeah, I don't even know who was playing in that festival. What's your favorite music, chat? What's your favorite artist? Any good sites to keep an eye on newly released Edison reprints? I don't know, actually. That's a good question. TCG Player, maybe? You can kind of see what comes out. Card Market, maybe? Just being involved with the community. Good luck, Yu-Gi-Oh! Edison Peru. I hope that goes well for you guys. You were in town for a night last night. Should have played Yu-Gi-Oh! In the pit. Wait, you were in town for, when we were young? Or is night last night a festival? Anyway, this is all beside the point. I'm switching the ban list to say Edison format. That's the most important thing. There we go. There we go, boys. We're so back. Linkin Park, My Chemical Romance. Great bands. Big fan. Been trying to brew a Machina burn deck. Can't seem to find the right spice. Well, Pedro, since you're here early, and since I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to do today, we're going to take a crack at that. Machina burn, you said? Machina? Burn. Machina burn. So, first you machina, then you burn. Alright. This one's obvious. Limiter removal. Brain control. That's obvious. Heavy Storm, maybe? True Nade? We'll come back to that. Okay, what's up, Anthony? You said Machina burn? Magic Cylinder is kind of the best burn card in Edison format, right? Caius is pretty good. Cyber Dragon. Okay. This looks okay. Zama the Spirit. Siderikias, yeah. Gallus with 6 spells and traps. I don't know about all that. I don't think Gallus is the move. The top screen is a bit cut off for you. Oh shit, you're right. There we go. Is that better? Thank you for letting me know. Oh my gosh. Thank you for fixing it. Ceasefire? I agree. Ceasefire now, King Ray. Ceasefire now. Machina Burn is going to make waves at Deck Devastators this weekend. No, if I build something on the channel, there's a 100% chance no one copies it ever, which is weird. But it has this weird reverse effect. LDS. The Mormon Church. What is LDS? The Church of Latter-day Saints. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I have not talked to Louis since I got back from Berlin, so I got to do that first. Possibly, Nate. Possibly. Catapult or cannon soldier? Neither. Neither. What else deals damage? Dimension wall. Instead of hamster Egger, you can hamster Deskawalla. You could do that. I'd rather just do neither. What about this card? It's a pretty good burn card, right? What about Lava Golem? Is this a good burn card? How's it looking, chat? How's it looking? Is Gores a burn card? I don't know, but it's in there. Trigodia. Is this a burn card? It's kind of a burn card if you think about it. Ceasefire and just desserts. Ceasefire is so mid. Like deals like 500 on average. How do I plus? I'm trying to plus, you know. More Lava Golem. Yeah, Ceasefire is kind of mid. We may not play Ceasefire. What's limited to 1? Let's see. Call of the Haunted is pretty good. Are there dudes, like, we want each one of our cards on average to be dealing like 3,000. Wave Motion Cannon. Is that going to deal 3,000 on average? Like, we don't really want to be spending, or at least 2,000. Like, I don't really want a card to deal less than 2,000. Because the problem here is, like, what do you think about Oscar Zelaya saying he will call the judge at big? I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. What? I don't care. He can do whatever he wants. If he wants to call a judge, that's within his right as a player. He can call a judge. That's within his right. I don't know what the context is for this. I'd need to hear his side of things. I'm not just going to take some chat message out of context here. But yes, if you're a player in a big event, it is within your right to call a judge. Will the judge rule with you? Who knows? But it is within your right to call the judge and be honest with the judge. That's 100% context. No, it's not, because you are relaying his words. You're relaying his words. I need to see the video clip of him saying it, plus all of the context in which he said that thing. Did he say that in a joking context? Did he say that in the context in which he's, like, fucking around, or did he say that within the context of like Konami events specifically, or what is the context here? You're misrepresenting him here. You're misrepresenting him. I think that's the issue here, is you're misrepresenting him, and I would need to see the video context to give my opinion on that kind of thing. I hope that satisfies you. I hope that answer satisfies you. Because honestly, it's within your right to call a judge at a big event. That's something you can do. As long as you're honest with the judge, then yeah. You can call a judge. That's something you can do. And I think a lot of people should call judges more often, you know? Looks nice for what you have. Unfortunately, we're about 10 cards short of a complete deck. So, I don't know, man. Morphing jar. Morphing jar. Ooh, also Mega Morph. That's another 2,000 to 3,000 point card right there. I like that card. Best 3,000 point burn card is unfortunately Gajiltron Dragon. Technically, Gajiltron Dragon is a 1,500 point burn because it's 2 cards for 3,000. So you're expecting to get 1,500 out of each card. If it sticks around, or if you have a limiter or a Megamorph, that's when it's 3 cards for 6,000 and becomes 2,000. So you need to have some sort of It starts at 1202 to 1243. You can't link in here. Unfortunately, links are banned in my chat. So I'm going to have to ignore your question from this point on. This isn't the talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! Player drama stream. This is the brewing and dueling stream. I appreciate you bringing it up. I don't care. Oscar Zelaya can say whatever he wants. I don't really care. I don't give a shit. Maybe he misspoke too. Like, I feel like this is like a very like bad faith situation. You know what I mean? Like, you want me to be mad at this guy. You want me to be mad at him so badly. Why? I don't fucking care. I don't know. It's just like, what? Brother, I don't know. Why do you want me to be mad at him? I don't get it. Isn't that one flip and burn card good with jar? You're not altering it. I didn't say you're altering it. I'm saying you're out of context. The context of his conversation or his like speaking is in a totally different conversation or a totally different setting than you coming in my chat and then quoting it word for word. Which I don't know if you've done. I'd need to fact check that as well. Also, like, again, like, I just don't care. I don't know. I don't know how to, like, I don't know how to say that anymore, like, politely. Like, sure, he can call a judge. Let him. There's no rule saying you can't call a judge. I asked you what you think, though. Why do you think I'm rage baiting? I don't think you're rage baiting. I just think you want me to be mad about this. Because you're just like, what do you think about this thing that I've taken out of context and put in front of you? That's like textbook rage baiting, first off. And second off, like, I just don't care. Like, what? Why? You couldn't pay me to care about that. In fact, if you want to keep chatting about this, it's going to be a $5 super chat. Otherwise, you're getting timed out for the rest of the stream. All right, next. Next, we got 4 more deck slots. What are we missing here? Missing Secret Barrel. Secret Barrel's not that good. It's like 1,000. Maybe a little bit less. Is this ever an Overload Fusion deck? I don't know. Why do you have such a cool voice? Why do you have such a cool voice, Alberto? I don't need to say that. I can say whatever I want. It's my stream. Like I said, 24-hour timeout. If you want to come back, $5 super chat. End of story. End of story. All right. If only we had Ring of Destruction. If only we had 3 limiter removals. You know how toxic this would be? Sphere of Chaos can search Lily. Ooh, cooking. But then where do we get the tribute fodder? I guess we can always pitch it to Fortress. It's kind of mid. That's kind of mid. There's got to be something here, right? Sphere of Chaos is cool. Sphere of Chaos is cool. Sphere of Chaos is cool. I'll give you that one. All right. Good evening, Gucci. Good evening, Gucci. How you doing? How about Marshmallow? Marshmallow will never deal more than 1,000. What's the point of Zoma? It's a special summon that deals a lot of damage. That's the point of Zoma. The burn card that deals 2,000 by discarding 2. Once again, we want 2,000 damage on average per card. So getting 2,000 damage for 3 cards is roughly 600 to 700 damage per card. That's a really bad rate. We don't want any cards like that. Was Dark Strike Fighter not here? Am I tripping? You can find out what Edison format is with the Google search or watching my guide on what Edison format is. Nightmare Wheel, Curse of Darkness, and Magical Planters. Do any of those cards equate to more than 2,000 points of damage? What does Curse of Darkness do? Barbaros? Time a spell card is activated, the player that activated it takes 1,000. That can also hit us, kind of dangerous. If 2,000 damage per card was actually possible, wouldn't everyone be playing Burn? No. But it is actually possible to get an average of 2,000 damage per card. Yes, that is possible. Like, on average, a Resolved Caius deals 2,400 damage. On average. So this card is usually a rate of like 1,200 plus a banish per card. Because you're tributing something, right? But if you're tributing something that was free or that already got damage, like Zone of the Spirit, then you're at a high rate. If you average 1,500 per card, that is acceptable. Yeah, but we want to aim for 2,000, what I'm saying. Surprised you're not on Econ. What are we sacking to Econ? Econ is only good with free bodies. The only free body we have here is Zoma, and then that way you're sacrificing like a burn spell for that. Zoma is really good pressure in this type of deck. If anything, we might be looking for ways to like defend it. We could also just main deck Siroko's because Sirocco is really good burn in the Blackwing matchup, but it's kind of boring, so I don't know. Maybe we don't want to do that. Fires of Doomsday for our 1 Sphere and 3 Caius, maybe. Giant Rat and Mole. Decide final attack orders for value. I don't know how that will help us. They usually summon monsters in attack position. Iados, yeah, Iados is the big one, but this deck doesn't have Grave Control, so probably can't play Iados, unfortunately. We can maybe do Bazoo the Soul Eater as a one-of. He's a pretty good one-of, like a late game, just 2,500 pop. It's not too bad. We could go with like classic, like Card Trooper, Cyber Phoenix, and just try to like play cards that replace themselves. And then like those cards can dig into burn spells. They can like poke and then they dig into a burn spell. This card actually might be good in burn. What's this do? Negates targeting. When this card is destroyed by battle, you can draw 1 card. That seems pretty good. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. If you okay Bazoo, you won't return. We only play 1 Bazoo. So. Oh, play Bazoo. Okay. 2 Gigantes. Gigantes is slightly under rate, unfortunately. And we don't have enough Earths, I don't think. We just have the Lilies and the Gear Frames. Maybe the Fortresses, but... Soul Exchange, I feel like, is not what this deck is trying to do. But we could play it, and it's not, like, totally off the table. I think Cyber Phoenix is good. It's like, you poke them, and then they have to deal with it, and then you draw into a burn spell. That seems pretty good. Or burn trap, or whatever. Fairy monster with 2,400 attack that you can normal summon. What? We're talking about, like, the Majestic mech? This guy. Oh, if only he pierced. I'd probably play the Malevolent mech before I played him. Because then you could like creature swap this and then it pops. But just not really on that creature swap life. You want the Ancient Gear Golem and Fusion. Golem for a pierce would go hard, but then you have to add Muzzling. Yeah, that's just a different deck. I mean, like, that sounds great. It sounds better than what we're doing for sure, Wolf. But that's just a different deck. We decided to brew this because Pedro said he wanted to brew Machina Burn. I think this on average is going to get you the highest quality. I don't know. Any merit for ceasefire is a 2 conditional to get the 2k. There's probably merit to side it. I don't know about maining it. Okay. This is a pretty good hand. Look at this hand. This is pretty cash. You got Zoma into Caius, into Compulse the Caius. Next turn you're drawing Cyber Dragon. Oh, that's pretty good too. Mataza is 2600 and searchable with Spear. Fairy Lily's better, generally speaking. But yeah, Mataza's not. It's not terrible. It's just not great, you know. The Fairy Lily's just better. Yeah, this deck looks crazy aggressive. I don't know if it's good or not. I'm going to be honest. I don't know if it's good or not. It doesn't look horrible. It doesn't look horrible, but it doesn't look like something I'd want to play tonight. The Trune might be a bit mid. What would the Trune be instead? Maybe another Cyber Phoenix. I like the idea of Cyber Phoenix, actually. Because Cyber Phoenix is a card that replaces itself, but it also pokes. So you like force them to attack into your Cyber Phoenix, and then you draw another card, and then you've applied the pressure. Gigantes plus Bazoo would give you a return angle. Yeah, that would be good, but it'd be a different deck for sure. Yeah, I mean, not a bad deck for sure. That sounds awesome, but I don't think that that's necessarily like a burn strategy. It could be cool though. The return OTK. I'll put it in the side for anyone who's like just skimming through this later on, as one might do. Yeah, there's like a little bit of like merit to that strategy. All right, different deck time. After Hours 2. That was cool. I think there's something there. You could probably take it further than I'm going to today. Spiritual Fire. I don't know. That just seems like, yeah. Starlight. Yeah, Starlight's pretty good rate. It's like one card for 2,500. It's pretty good rate. You could probably include Starlight in that deck. That's a good suggestion. TC2. Zeta Reticulant. Oh. I wanted to play Zeta Reticulant again, but I already like the Zeta list that I have. I think it was this one. Is this what I was workshopping? I think this is what I was workshopping. But I couldn't get it quite right. Cut a jar real quick. Yeah, I think this is what I was workshopping, and I just couldn't get it quite right. It felt clunky. Like, don't get me wrong. This hand is good. This hand is just like, oh, we get Zeta. Okay. You know what I mean? And then we have token pressure, chainables. Seems fine, right? Yeah, that doesn't sound like something I'm interested in, James. Feels like there's some Earth stun deck with Fossil Dyna, Danny's, and Earth art. What? Is Earth art good? I feel like it's not good. But yeah, like, this deck draws pretty reasonably well. I couldn't get it. I couldn't get it, like, to a point where I was, like, super thrilled. You know, I was like, this is fine. And I could take this and, like, have a good tournament experience. But I'd need to get Zeta Reticulants, and I never got them, which was stupid, because I pumped them. So I'm an idiot, basically, is what I'm saying, is that I'm short-sighted and dumb. But alas, here we are. Yeah, the deck is, like, clearly good. I just didn't know how to make it better. Because sometimes you just get hands like this where you're like, I'd rather not be playing this. Like, this doesn't look good. You're, like, end phase discarding Zeta on turn 2 and then setting a D-Prison. Like, what the fuck? That's so ass. You know what I mean? The double Zeta hands are just so fucking bad. Wasn't the video a random Zeta mirror? Yeah, it just happened to be a Zeta mirror, so like people thought it was like way more real than it was too. The deck is good. It's just not like Dark Core is not that bad. No, it's not. Not with not especially not when you draw Zeta Reticulant, but hands like this is like fine. Like I'm not upset by it, but I'm not like rushing to play it. And the problem is like you kind of have to play a list like this for it to actually function and for you to actually get Zeta tokens. Either that or you have to play Heralds and Christias. And if you're playing Heralds and Christias, you just play fucking Valhalla like a normal human being when you want to win. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, it's unfortunate, but it's like kind of outclassed. I think that's like the big issue here. But don't let me be the one who stops you from playing Zeta. I also think the awkward part is like I want to include a bunch of other like shitty Armageddonite Garnets, but they all suck, and then Armageddonite's just this huge liability. So like, are we really playing Armageddonite, or are we going Dark Refer plus Mali, and that's like way more committal, and it's just like this whole thing. Valhalla Zeta, why would you do that ever? That just doesn't make sense. I just don't see why you would do that ever. You would just play Valhalla with Christia and Tethius, and win the game that way. There's no reason to do that. There's no reason. This card is not good with Valhalla. It's a 2400 vanilla. It doesn't do anything when you Valhalla it out. I don't know, let him cook. Yeah, dog, I really want to summon vanillas. Like why would you summon this when you could summon any other fairy in the format? Grepher is bait for Zeta. You think either? What do you mean bait? Like you think it's bad? I don't think it's terrible. It's probably higher ceiling. All right. That's enough of this. But that was the Zeta list I was cooking. It seemed fine. I just fill the deck with Zeta bricks. Yeah, dog, you're going to draw Valhalla and Karma Cut, and you're just going to be like, all right, what does my deck even do? At which point, you'd rather just have Valhalla and, like, any fairy in the game that has an effect. Cyber Valley and enemy controller to convert Zeta tokens. I've heard about that. I think that the enemy controller idea is cool. I tested it, and have you ever tried Nurse Burn? Yeah, it's really bad. It's like one of the worst variants of Burn. And Burn's already like, it's tough pickings for Burn in Edison format. So the enemy controller thing is like you already have to have Zeta engrave, B have to proc Zeta, so you have to be banishing a monster, and then D you have to get the token, and then your opponent has to play another monster, not kill that token, and then your enemy controller has to take that monster, and then you have to have a conversion for their monster after you take it. So it's like, it's literally a 5-card combo enemy controller is in this format, or in this deck. And I love enemy controller. I'm the #1 enemy controller defender. I've played it in as many decks as possible. But it's just, you have to have 5 things go right for enemy controller to work, which is fine. That's like, sometimes that's fine. Valley is good in Zeta, gives you a return angle. Yeah, maybe Valley is good, but you probably already have a return angle if you're playing like the good cards like DD Warrior Lady and DD Assailant. And Valley just kind of increases your weakness to deck dev. You already have 7 deck dev targets here. I wanted to stay below 9. So like if I add a Valley, that's chill. That's fine. Like I could play Valleys over the draw traps, but then I'm weaker to deck dev, but then you get mind control, which is pretty good. It's not the worst thing you could do, for sure. Valley's at its best when it's tutorable and when you have a lot of free bodies. Zeta, you have some free bodies. It's not quite as many as something like a Dandelion, but you do get some free bodies throughout the course of the game. Generally speaking, I just use them for additional pressure. So, like, you banish 2 guys, and then you have 1,000 points of pressure you just poke your opponent with over and over again. And then every time you banish something, you get more pressure. That's pretty much it. You have to play into deck dev and pray that your Karma Cuts carry you through the Vayu matchup. Karma Cut isn't even that good against Vayu, because they just flip Raikou and target Karma Cut, and you're just like, well, fuck me. Like, it's just... it's not good, you know? Or like they'll just poke you with Armageddon Knight and then force you to use your Karma Cut, and you have to go -2 into a fucking Armageddon Knight that already got its plus. Your first thought is, do you need the draw traps? No, but they help you see Zeta early and often. They also help you see your banishes early and often. And they help you see your power, like Chaos Sorcerer and Dad. So no, you don't need them, but they are really nice. And like, it's a set 4 deck, so like, as with any set 4 deck, you need something to set into Raikou that's chainable. And the only thing that we have in the entire deck that's chainable into Raikou that isn't like a huge neg is like Legacy and Jar of Greed. So I guess Dust Shoot to some degree. You could also play Mirror Force Torrential. It's not like the end of the world. But... Trying Zeta with Dandy Quick Draw to try and summon Junk Archer to get a banish every turn. That's pretty cool. That sounds like a cool idea, Henry Carter. Quick Draw also gives you a way to ditch Zeta, so does Drill Warrior. That's kind of cool. Good point, the deck dev. Thanks for the insight. This is like a very competitive version of the list. This is like a try-hard version of the list that I was going to take to a tournament. That's pretty much it. All right. But you could definitely have like more chill versions of the list that play like huge amounts of monsters like this that could fit in enemy controllers and shit like that, and cyber values. And this type of list isn't the worst either. It's just like, it's not as good, I'd say. Like, you're probably just outclassed by like a dedicated frog deck playing something like this realistically, because you also get fucked by Grave Hate, but then you also get fucked by Mask of Restrict. So it's like, you get hit by all the same things that hit frogs, except a little bit harder, and then you also get hit pretty hard by deck dev, and then you have like weird garnets, like drawing multiple Armageddon Knight. I think Synchro version is good. I don't know, define good. I don't think it's necessarily bad, but I don't know if it's like necessarily the best way you could be synchro summoning. Gigavi's deck list. What is your question, GMR? What is the question here? That's just a subject. I don't understand your question. How about a Road Warrior deck? Road Warrior's hype. I see myself playing Road Warrior in the future, but yeah, you want to cook a Road Warrior deck? We could cook one of those. I've already done a bunch of Road Warrior decks. I feel like I've done more Road Warrior decks than most people. But I'd probably just pull up Yu-Gi-Oh? It's like a confused rambling. Like, what is this? It's like he thinks it's the Google search bar. And he's like, Google search bar with End of Anubis. I remember End of Anubis being really bad. What's your opinion on a good deck list? Why would this be in a macro deck? Because wouldn't macro Cosmos already do this? This card's cool though. This card's really cool. Fairies. What's up, Nav? How you doing? Didn't you guys see the money match with Hector with HT19? Press 1 if you saw that. What's my opinion of a good deck list for Gigavice? I had one that I really liked prior to it topping. That was like, it played Soul Exchanges. I'd have to revisit it, but this was one of my favorite deck lists for Gigavice. You could rebuild this with like Super Solar, and if I remember correctly, they ended up taking the Soul Exchange part of the deck list and then adapting it to their build for the sideboard patterns, because sideboarding into Soul Exchanges actually feels pretty good. But the match against Nitro Value, yes. When's the next RBET? Without saying too much, it's going to be in January. That's the next one that I'm working on. Not counting RBET Rulers, of course, which is in November. So the next RBET is going to be in January. And if everything goes well, little teaser, it's probably going to be a European RBET. The one in January. Provided everything goes well, we're still in a bunch of stuff, negotiations, that sort of thing. So that's gonna be the next one, I think. And then Genesis in February, How was Berlin? It was cool. I really liked the city. Does anyone want to see my deck list that I played against Hector? Actually, we can just react to that. I think that's like good content. Honestly. Oh, this is like... I'm farming. I feel like I didn't get to say all the fun shit I wanted to say about the match. Okay. Where is it? Okay, let's see. Your channel. What's up, Chris? How you doing? Oh shit, we're live right now. Who would have thought? Wait, if I go to videos, does it show up here? No, it doesn't. I have to go to Hector's. That's right. Okay, there we go. It'll show up on his. Will it show up on his? Oh yeah, it will. What do you think of the thumbnail? Okay, first off, thumbnail rate. What do you guys rate this thumbnail out of 10? This money match thumbnail. Do you guys like this thumbnail? I'm curious. Was this a good thumbnail or not? Give me a number out of 10. What, does it convey the idea? Did it make you want to click on the video? Watch out for weather. England can get ugly. Oh, yeah, it's not in English, but it's pretty cool. It works. Does it get the job done? What is the number here? What are we giving it? What are we giving it? Maybe like it needs some dollar signs. I have the US dollars in the background. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's like the backdrop is dollar bills, is $20 bills. But yeah, it probably did need some dollar signs. That's a good call, James. No, I agree. Probably did need some dollar signs. Okay. So let's take a look at this match. I'm going to try to remember my build because it was kind of first off, why is it zoomed in so much? Okay, there we go. Cool. All right. When did we start playing? Here. The S in versus could be dollar signs. That's a smart. You're smart. You're good at this. You're good at this. You guys are smarter than me. Shit. Alright, so I started off the game with set. I think my build was like pretty straightforward. Oh shit. Fucking getting kicked out of Dueling book because they hate me. They hate me. Alright, hold up. Fairies money match. Okay, so my list was the core. Like the core that everyone should probably be playing if you're playing recruiter fairies. This so this was like the foundational core, and then obviously DD Warrior Lady, you gotta play it. Gores, gotta play it. There really is no like getting around this shit. Lucky Chance says, you really banned a member from your chat just because they pointed out someone who admitted to... No, dog. I don't think you understand. I banned them because they were being annoying about it and they were off topic. I don't really know what you're talking about admitting to cheating. I don't really care. I'd have to go out of my way to watch this video clip, and I'm not doing that right now. But then he kept asking about it, and then he started telling me how to act. That's why I timed him out. I hope you understand that. I hope you understand that, yeah, sure, maybe someone cheated, maybe someone didn't. I don't really care. The point is that the guy was being annoying, and he was, like, trying to command that sort of thing. Yes, free Palestine. I agree, Chris. All right, who? Yeah, just some guy timed out earlier. Probably this guy's alt, if we're being real. All right, this was, like, this was a core. But, brother, he comes to your events. Okay. That just because wait, who comes to my event? Who are you talking about? The guy, the chatter? The chatter who comes to my events? I don't know what you're talking about. If this is like a serious thing, then message me about it on Discord and send me the evidence. I don't want to like fucking deal with this when I'm just trying to chill and play Yu-Gi-Oh. Like, I hope you understand that. Like, that is not the vibe of this stream. And that's also not something that we would handle publicly at all. It's worrying. Okay, if it's worrying and it's serious, then send me the stuff on Discord. I'll take a look at it. If you guys are saying it's serious, if more than one person is saying it's a big deal, sure, send me the things on Discord. I'll look at it. I'm not throwing another event for a while, so I'll look at it before the next event. How about that? Are you happy now? Jesus Christ, dude. Fucking insane. All right. I think I was playing this. Maybe one other guy. Yeah, this was the monster lineup. And then the spell lineup was... Oh, no. I lied. There's one more. There's Cyber Valley. Of course. Okay. Yeah, I hope you understand that, like, I timed him out because he was being fucking annoying. And he was, like, trying to tell me what to do. That is more annoying than... Like, if you want me to comment on drama or whatever the fuck else, like... someone said in a YouTube stream or whatever, I don't really care about that kind of stuff. It's just, you can message me about it on Discord if it's a serious issue, and talk to me about it when we're not in front of a live audience. If it's a serious issue, and if it's not a serious issue, then just stay on topic, I guess, is the whole point. So we had Return for sure, we had Solemn for sure, because these are like the best trap cards, right? And then we had a couple of important ones here. We had 2 legacies. I was actually playing it's gonna seem weird, but I was playing 43 cards. I was playing 43 cards. I was playing Call of the Haunted as well. I was playing Torrential. I was playing 2 Bottomless. And I can't remember the 43rd card. But I was playing a 43rd card. This was the list I was playing against Hector. There's probably something I'm forgetting. Maybe it'll come up in the... It might be a spell card. I don't really remember. It may seem weird, but it's just because I had to build the deck and we didn't have a lot of time. And I was just like, I'm not going to think about it. If I had spent more time on it, I think there's obviously stuff you can cut here that would make this a more consistent 40 cards. What? No, this is what I played in the video, is what I'm saying. I'm saying I played this in the video. We're not cooking this right now. This is, you ever try Sir Priest? Yeah, but that's kind of like beside the point here. This is a list I played. So I start off T-set, set another back row. And the first time I played against this deck, I just played into Icarus like an idiot. I had Solemn in hand. I should have just set my Solemn. But I didn't want my Solemn to be forced by like Heavy Storm. I wanted to save my Solemn. Like if he Heavy Storm me, I was just going to take a 2-for-1 and then save my Solemn. And then, man, there's so much I could say about this match. Because it was like, at this point, when I had the Mind Control, I could Mind Control his Card Trooper and then try to hit 2 fairies and then drop a Christia. But I also had a guaranteed line to get 2 fairies in grave that didn't involve spending my Mind Control or whatever. It didn't involve blowing all my cards. And then I also never had to attack with Christia. So I literally just punted this first game because I wanted to do something hype. I even said it in the video, I think. I was like, I wanted to make a YouTuber play, which was Mind Control the Card Trooper and then hit exactly 2 fairies. This play is terrible. Like, this is a terrible play. You would never make this play unless you're just trying to get a cool little clip for a video. And then you would never do the subsequent stuff afterward unless you were just trying to get a cool clip for the video. It instantly cost me the game, by the way. Instantly, I lost. He had the 1 of Gale, and then I just lost. And I was like, okay, I deserve that because I got way too stupid with it. This game, I don't remember what happens. I think I navigate a Consecrated Light. What's up, Z-Man? How you doing? How you been, bro? How much do we play for? We played $20 matches. Not to spoil the outcome, but yeah. Why does it say I'm not subscribed? I am subscribed. What the heck? All right, that's weird. Anyway, I think it's because it's the new collab feature. Ever main one consecrated? Yeah, it's a terrible idea. Would not recommend. It's just you're just adding a brick to your deck that plays no bricks. So you would never need to do that. That's like matchup gambling. That's like, let's take my deck that has 100% consistency and make it less consistent for no reason. Like, I'll just side in the consecrateds and win game 2 and 3 every single time anyway. It doesn't matter. My sideboard was like this. If I remember correctly, I also had Cyber Dragons, Oppressions, Dust Tornadoes. I don't remember what else I had. I think I had Mask of Restricts. I built like a real deck with like real sideboard cards. But I think I had a breaker as well. It was like one breaker, one compulse. Similar to the Pro Storm winning list. It was something like this. It was just a really straightforward side deck. I don't even remember. I don't even remember the last card. I think it might have been a spell. It might have been like a Smashing Ground or something like that, or a Lightning Vortex. It was just something really simple. Yeah. I don't know. This was an interesting match, though. This was an interesting match. I think like the game 3 of that one was the dad game, and then this game I just played right, and it worked. I did the Trag play. That Trag play was cool, where it's like Crash Shining Angel, drop Trag, main phase 2, take his guy, grab Cyber Valley, banish his guy, draw 2, set Dust Shoot, next turn drop Christia. Like, that was like, I think that was the most disgusting thing. Trag Recruiter into Cyber Valley is so fucking disgusting. That's like, it's even more disgusting than Brain Control, Mind Control, Cyber Valley. Because it's like, you get to set up your grave, you get to thin your deck, you get to steal their guy, you get to then have the huge Trag afterwards because you drew the cards to replace it. You get to drop Christia if you ripped Christia. You get to add back another card, then you have huge Trag plus Christia in play. And your banish is set up with Cyber Valley, and your grave is set up, and your hand is tutored. It's like, oh, whatever. When you cut Raikou from Vayu, your fairy matchup win rate will drop dramatically. I think it's about the same. I'm not even joking. I think it's about the same. I know people are going to say this and that, but like I think Icarus Attack does exactly the same thing Raikou does. If not, it's slightly better. I think it's exactly the same. I think the big difference was there's no main deck dev. So I was like, all right, there's no main deck dev. Not that it matters. I'm on double Trapstun, purple light. Like, I have more outs than there are deck devs. It's not the end of the world if you get deck dev with this deck. You can always drop Christia and then instantly stabilize. Like, this card is so broken. Even if you get deck dev, as long as you have 4 fairies, you're fine. But that's the big difference. I think, like, Icarus and Raikou are interchangeable. I don't think there's really any difference. If you're playing fairies and you don't know how to play into Raikou, then you just haven't been playing fairies that long. Hamster is a bitch? Not really. I'll be real with you, not really. You just summon Christia and you win. Like, it's like, what does it do? It doesn't do anything against you. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I have this philosophy with, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! In general. Defensive threats that don't attack you ever don't do anything. You can ignore them until your end game is set up. You can ignore them ad nauseum. It won't matter. It's the same as a set Raikou. That's pretty much it. The only time it matters is if they're able to convert it somehow into meaningful advantage with their deck, which their deck is like not great at doing, or if they can switch it to attack and start pressuring you with it. Which again, if they do that, they're just running into like a recruiter, which is like, you're fine. You can wall it out with literally everything in your deck. It's not a big deal. But some cards in like this list are like significantly better against the Hamster Raikou list. Like Mind Control, for example, is so much better against the Hamster Raikou list. I actually had to side it out. Grand Mole, so much better against the Hamster Raikou list. Card Trooper, so much better against the Hamster Raikou list. There are cards that you put into the fairy deck that are built to play against that deck. And then when you play against the Icarus Attack, you're just like, oh shit, these cards are ass. Like you go like some Cyber Valley, Mind Control their guy, and then they Icarus you, and you're just like, fuck, I lose. You know what I mean? It's like shit like that. Obviously, you learn to Mind Control first, but then like if you're not prepared for the Icarus, then you lose to it, and that's why it's such a good deck, and that's why Icarus is so good. Yeah, Icarus is. You'll notice that I had a much easier time navigating the games where he didn't have an Icarus, or I was able to keep his Icarus dead by getting an early Consecrated in play. Basically, my whole game plan was try to get early consecrated to make his Icarus awkward. I never drew into my trapstones, unfortunately, I think in the entire match, so it never really worked out. But we did play one match prior to recording, and I won the match prior to recording by going trapstone, chain, return from the different dimension. Or no, it was trapstone, chain, call of the haunted, and then I brought back Christia. And then, yeah, you don't side Jaugen. I don't remember if I might have been siding Jaugen. That might have been the 15th sideboard card. I don't remember. I know I had a 43rd card in the deck, too. I don't remember what it was. It was probably another spell card. It might have been like a Book of Moon or something. Raikou and Hamster are really good into Recruiter and Dimmalki, you believe. Well, you're wrong. Like, that's just like, it's just wrong. Like, here's the thing. Like, okay, think about it this way. You have Maneater Bug, right? You have Maneater Bug. One side has Maneater Bug, and one side has Shining Angel. The cards trade 1 for 1. That's it. It's just like, okay, I traded 1 for 1. Or you attack into a hamster, they get a Raikou, okay. The Raikou then flips, hits your back row, you chain it, you're fine. Or they flip, they hit a torrential, you chain it, you're fine. You chain your dust shoot, you're fine. Either that or you just herald the hamster if you really can't deal with it, you're fine. Late game, you drop a Christia, you're fine. Christia just outdoes everything. You love the list with main Jaugen? Yeah, that's the best list right now for sure. But I didn't play that list because I didn't bring all the cards for it because I don't like trap playing with expensive cards. Especially when I'm like working and like, I don't know. But yeah, no, if you think that trading 1 for 1 is bad, then you just haven't labbed the mid game or the end game enough. This deck plays totally fine into Hamster Raikou. The cards that really get you with this deck are going to be Deck Dev, Light Mirror, and like Revive King Hades is really annoying. Hamster Walls are your normals. Who cares? Summon a Christia. It doesn't matter. It's like you can sit when your deck wins the late game every single time, guaranteed. It doesn't matter that you're getting walled. This isn't an aggro deck. This is the win the late game deck. So if both players are just sitting there, I have a defense position Angel, they have a defense position Hamster, I will win that game 100% of the time. Kaiku's insane sometimes. Kaiku's really good, yeah. Is Road the last card? It covers Deck Dev or Icarus. It doesn't necessarily cover Deck Dev if your monsters are set, unfortunately. No, I don't think I was playing Road. I was playing a different card, but I don't remember what it was. Your Heavy Storm Insurance in this deck is just a shit ton of chainables. You have, I believe, 5 chainables into Heavy Storm. Call the Haunted works with Trooper or Dimensional Alchemist into Heavy Storm. Dust Shoot, obviously, and then the 3 draw spells. So you have 5 chainables. 3 Christia versus Burial Dead Return. Okay, which one of those prevents the other ones? Like, yeah, and to extrapolate on that, it's just Dad, by the way. It's just Dad, and you can just save your Herald for Dad. But Burial gets them a couple of vanillas. How do they get through the Shining Angel? They just don't. They have to have, like, Plague Access. They have to do a lot just to get through one Shining Angel. You know what I mean? Like, you trade 1 for 1 with the Raikou. Okay. You put up another Recruiter. You're fine. That's just how the matchup goes. It's like, I don't know. I've explained this a bunch. It's not Burial Dad Return. It's actually Deck Dev. Longer games are better for fairies. They're always better for fairies. Defensive threats are not good against fairies. The best thing you can do against fairies is like floodgate them or like do bullshit stuff like with Deck Dev. This is like the most annoying thing for fairies is this card right here. For this build. For other builds, this isn't even good. But for this build, it's good. For sure it's good. Because it hits like 25 cards. It's like, this is the card that they're drawing to. This is their inevitability, and this is your inevitability. But your inevitability, you get to play more of it. And then you actually have counters to their inevitability in Trapstone and Herald of Purple. Whereas they don't really have counters to yours. Game 1 at least. Yeah, but this is like the theory behind it, and then the practice behind it. It's like they have 1 hamster, and you have Mind Control, Grand Mole, and Trooper, so you have 3 ways to play into their 1 hamster or whatever. You don't think there's a fairy build that isn't weak to Deck Dev? Okay, once again, there definitely isn't. Or there definitely is.
Valhalla is like the obvious one. Like that one's fine in deck dev. You just Valhalla out Tethius, and you're like, all right, I win. What is your deck dev gonna do? You're gonna sack your Sirocco? Okay, cool. I'll draw 40 cards. Doesn't matter if half of them get discarded. I'll attack you for game. Like it's totally fine. Valhalla is good. Christius Warren is fine into deck dev. Any build with Decree is probably fine. Any build with multiple Herald of Purple Light is probably fine. Or Trap Stuns is probably fine. It really is just like how you build it. Like you can build a fairy deck that isn't weak to deck dev, but you have to make concessions. The concessions in this build is that you're playing a Purple Light, which is kind of a shitty card. It's not the worst card, but it's kind of shitty. It stops Icarus, it stops deck dev, it stops Phoenix Wings, it stops the annoying cards, but you'd rather not play this card because it's pretty bad. It like doesn't do anything if your opponent doesn't have a back row. Or like if you draw it alongside Heavy Storm Trap Stones, it's like it can clog. So it makes your deck worse. It's not a tuner also, unlike Herald of Orange Light, so you can't like level up even if you draw it dead. And it doesn't stop pressure. So if your opponent is like actively hitting you, the Purple Light won't stop you. Is a crime. Yeah, it just came out before tuners were a thing, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's kind of like how the deck plays. I encourage people to watch all of the thousands of hours of footage I've made on this deck, all of the footage I've done with ProStorm or with other people, because all of the things that you think you're losing to, you're not. Orange Light kind of sucks into the good decks. Does it? What? I feel like Orange Light is insane against the good decks. Having a hand trap that stops Dad or Caius is crazy. Am I wrong? This card stops Bryonic, no questions asked. JD, no questions asked. This card stops everything they can do to a Recruiter. Orange Light is insane. This is like the reason to play the deck. It's like probably the second best card to Christia. Honest is really good too. This deck is like a lot of really bullshit cards slammed into one list. Like it really is just like Tutor Core and then like a bunch of bullshit cards. Every deck would play Orange Light if it could. Yeah. Every deck would play it, yeah. What else stops opening Greffer, even Armageddon Knight if you need to? Yeah. Stopping open. You wouldn't cut a Warrior Lady? You can. I just threw this together in like 5 seconds because this is what I had very limited time to play him. So I had to just throw a deck together real quick. But yeah, you can cut a Warrior Lady if you want to. I don't really know. This is just what I had on me, and I threw it together. I was playing one more card too. I don't remember what I was playing. I don't even think that card would have come up in these matches. I think Blackwing wouldn't play Honesty if it was a... Wait, what? Why isn't Deep Prison played? I feel like you like the vibes of Banishing Monsters. Oh, yeah, because I don't play Deep Prison in this deck because if someone is attacking me, I'm, like, happy about it. Like, I just don't care. Like, if they're attacking you, then you just float Shining Angel. It also takes away your amount of chainables. And it's just, like, kind of a wasted slot. Like, you already have infinite banishes. You don't think it has too many normal summons? You'd think that at first, but then Herald of Orange Light converts them. So it's kind of like... You need a critical mass of fairies for Herald of Orange Light. No, I don't think this is too many. I think 23 is like, it's okay. This is actually, if you look at it, so let's look at the normal summon count in this deck. It's 16, by the way, is the normal summon count. It's 16 normal summons, if you count Honest. 14 if you don't. 14 is actually the same number of normal summons that Glads plays, which is the lowest normal summon count in the format. And then Blackwings plays like 18 normal summons. So, yeah, if you look at it this way, it's 14 normal summons. 16 if you count Honest. Which I kind of count Honest because, like, you do set it and summon it a lot. So it's kind of like, it's between 16, somewhere between 16 and 14. Depending on how you consider certain cards. And then on top of that, like, if you draw too many, Herald of Orange Light converts them into actionable defense. What's the reason for DD Warrior Lady in this deck? It wins you the game. There's like I don't know how to describe it, but it basically turns Shining Angel into Banish Anything. It punishes your opponent for ever committing anything. It destroys Blackwings. It destroys any Synchro monster. It's an untargetable, unstoppable banish for most decks. It destroys Machina. It's tutorable, so you basically have 8 copies of it. You loop it with Alchemist as soon as it's in the banish zone. You can infinitely banish things. There's a Christia Alchemist loop where you can just basically banish every monster in your opponent's deck. You're in love with Forbidden Chalice in this deck. Deals with Raikou and Caius. No, it doesn't. El Cuba, you don't fundamentally understand how you deal with Raikou and Caius in this deck. Those cards 1-for-1 you, right? If they take your Forbidden Chalice, it's the same as if they took your Recruiter or whatever. It's the same thing. It's the same exact 1-for-1 that happens. Like if my opponent flips a Raikou, targets my back row, and I chain Forbidden Chalice targeting the Raikou, they've gotten what they wanted out of the Raikou. It went 1-for-1, or it went +1. It's the exact same exchange. So that's why you don't play it. If it went plus on Raikou, for example, like Jar of Greed or Legacy of Yatagrasu, then you would play something like that instead. But when you play Forbidden Chalice, you'll notice that you end up losing the exchange just the same. Yeah, the only thing is like it can prevent the mills, obviously, but you're still gonna get fucked. Like, let's say I set Chalice, set monster, right? My opponent goes flip Raikou, target my Chalice, I chain Chalice, they sack for Caius, banish my monster. They got exactly what they wanted out of the situation. However, if you set a draw trap, set a monster, they flip the Raikou, target the draw trap, you chain it, you draw a card, and then they usually go for the monster though with Raikou. No, they don't. No, they don't. They always go back row. They always go back row with Raikou. They go monster with Caius, back row with Raikou. That's like the most common play pattern in Edison. You think you have a build with Chalice and more spells you can main Decree? Just don't play Chalice. Just main the Decree. What's up, Plastic Tube? Thank you for becoming a level 1 Edhead. Enjoy the members only content. But yeah, like, okay, I'll show you guys the example. You can crash Angels into Vanity with a Chalice, then you You guess you're playing in low elo? Yeah, you must be playing in low elo. Because they usually always... Like, Raikou always hits a back row. Always, always, always. If they're flipping it into you, they're always hitting back row. And generally, if they're flipping it and they don't have a conversion for the Raikou, like Caius, for example, they have something else to deal with the monster. But yeah, they have a follow-up that converts the Raikou. And if they're flipping it and they don't have anything, then they're just bad. They should wait for the damage step. Raikou pop potential TT bottomless. Yeah. Raikou always hits the back row. It hits Solemns. It forces everything. Dust Tornado, Trapstones, whatever. Call the Haunted, return. Basically, the conversion. Any chance of RBET coming to MD Maryland? Yeah, there's a chance of that. I can see that happening. There's a chance of RBET going almost anywhere that has a good local Edison scene. Yeah, if you play a ton, like you'll get used to these play patterns. Like this is just how it goes. And then you can map stuff for the play patterns. I actually wanted to make a big video on like how to capitalize on play patterns. But I do think, who was mentioning the Decree? James. I think Decree plus Recruiter is actually a really, really nasty combination. It's really good. Because, like, if they try to Caius you, they have to pick between hitting your Angel or your Decree. And then, even if they Caius your Angel, then you still have a 2-hour fairy video win right now. It's happening right now, apparently. RBT down under win. Thanks to a very, very... very kind Mr. Tag. I have some leads, so I'm going to be following up on those and just seeing what I can do. But big thank you to Mr. Tag. RBT down under, possibly next year. Possibly. We'll see. How can you out a dupe block with this deck? Well, for starters, you've got Torrential, Mind, Brain, Dust Shoot to prevent it from happening, Solemn to prevent it from happening, Tragodia, Herald into Bryonic, Cyber Valley, obviously, Christia to prevent it from happening, Herald of Orange Light to prevent it from happening. I don't know, you have like maybe 10 to 15 ways to out it or prevent it from happening. But you can build it in a different way to make it even easier as well. You can play like Vortex if you want to or whatever. It just seems kind of stupid and unnecessary. How do we have this arranged? Like this. Right. Yeah, you just ladder into Bryonic. Maining Vortex, yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. You don't need it. You can just ladder into Bryonic and then just go Bryo Christia, and that beats every frog deck. This deck should be very good into frogs, generally speaking. Thoughts on Demise Christia deck? It's the worst way to play fairies, but it's fun. And I have the dupes don't pressure you. There you go! James is learning. Oh my god, my favorite chatter of the night. Here he is. He's out here. He's out here absorbing the knowledge. Yes, you're absolutely right, James. The dupes don't pressure you. They don't do anything to you. Just ignore them. Just ignore them until you can ladder into Bryo Christia, and then you win. James is cooking. They have to have other pressure. Have you thought about Asian of Venus and Fairies? It's not bad. It is bad because you have to play 3 Shine Balls in your deck. They attack directly every turn. Dupes don't attack you directly every turn, and even if they did, it would take them 40 turns to beat you, so you're going to die by deck out, so it doesn't even matter. But no, they don't attack you directly every turn. That's not the dupe lock. Take 200 every turn off the dupe lock. Yeah, you will deck out before you lose to the dupes attacking you. And that's if you're not committing things. Okay, let's see. RBET in New York during the holidays would be a vibes. Okay, I want to be clear about something because I've been running this tournament for 4 years now. I never throw RBET over the holidays. Why? Because A, I want people to spend the holidays with their family. I think it's pretty simple. Don't spend your fucking holidays on Yu-Gi-Oh! Please don't. Please don't. Please do not spend your holidays on Yu-Gi-Oh! Spend it with your loved ones. And if you're a little bit light on loved ones, make some friends. Do anything but play Yu-Gi-Oh! Over the holidays. Take a month off, alright? That and, I just also want to not spend every waking minute of my life thinking about Yu-Gi-Oh! If possible. When facing a lot of back rows, it better just wait till you draw Storm, or is there another strat? I don't know with this deck, but with this deck, you've got Double Trapstun, Heavy Storm, Space Typhoon, and Herald of Purple Light. And then there's different ways of navigating back row. Eventually, you're going to get good at, reading what the back row is. You've got some frog replays against quality opponents if you want to watch. Possibly. But I don't know. What about main Consecrated? I already touched on this. I think it's terrible. You're just adding a brick for no reason. You can side it. Why would you need to main it? It's only good in a couple matchups. Side it in those matchups. You don't need to main it. You beat the shit out of Blackwings. You don't need to main Consecrated to beat them even further. This deck destroys Blackwings, especially if you're playing well. Dude, there's literally a match on my channel where Pro Storm is going second. His opponent starts double Whirlwind Shura Dust Shoot, and Pro Storm beats him with Fairies. Go watch that replay. If you want to see how fucking one-sided that matchup is, it is so one-sided. The reason to play Fairies is how good it is against Blackwings. Yeah, that's the reason to play this deck. All right, moving on. This is similar. I think I'm one card off here from what I played in the money match, but this is the list for anyone who was asking for it. I know there was someone in the comments asking for it. I don't remember. But what do you think of Avarice Fairies? I think that sounds bad. It sounds terrible. I would never play Avarice in my Fairy deck. I don't really know why you would want Avarice in your Fairy deck. You need 4 Fairies in your grave to summon Christia, so why would I want to take 5 monsters out of my grave? I don't fully understand. It seems really counterintuitive. Link to the Pro Storm match. It's the one where we go over his RBET Rulers matches. Go through that. You're just flying in New York City over the holidays, so yeah, no, I get you. Next cook. What was next? That was Fairies. Whoever said Fairies. We use Orange Light as a tuner, always defensive, negate something. There's no answers to these questions other than understanding common play patterns and how to navigate them and opening patterns. But stuff like What do we do with orange light? That is 1,000% based off your situation you're in. Solidarity Gravekeepers is cool. Let's check that out. All right, so Solidarity Gravekeepers. I'm assuming we play deck dev, right? Solidarity. How many Solidarities do you play? 3? Necro Valley seems like obvious one. Commandant, the best Gravekeeper. People don't think this is the best Gravekeeper, but it actually is. Gravekeeper Spy. Gravekeeper Spy makes a lot of sense. Descendant, we got to get a couple of that boy. Maybe even 3 of that boy. Who knows? We'll come back to that. Assailant's pretty good. Guard's interesting. So, Bono says you pulling up to LDS. We shall see. We shall see. It gets you a Necro Valley of 500 and it gets Solidarity Live. Yeah, it seems very good. You probably play Breaker in this, just because Breaker plus Solidarity is fantastic, right? Play Guard if you can. He's your favorite. He's my favorite too. I know, he's my favorite, but he sucks. I wish he didn't suck, but he's my favorite. You're literally playing this right now. Hype. You can technically run Eradicator 2 if you want, but it's a bit more bricky. Sounds good. Let me try one. I don't know, you kind of need what? It's kind of a 4-card combo. You need Solidarity plus Necro Valley plus a Gravekeeper plus Eradicator. Eesh, never mind. We'll pass on that. But we will run Solemn Judgment, because that's the best card to ever do it. And probably something else. Got a main Starlight Road? Doesn't this conflict with Solidarity? Obviously it's good, right? Obviously Starlight Road is good. I'm not trying to say Starlight Road is bad or anything, but like, doesn't it conflict with Solidarity? How do we, is there a way to circumvent that? There's no way to circumvent that, right? Like, that's just like the way it crumbles. You can choose to not summon the Stardust, I guess. You just don't summon Stardust? Yeah, possibly. Maybe Dark Bribe? Man, I hate this card. But I get you. I feel like we'd just go Trapstone. If we were gonna go Dark Bribe, we'd just go Trap. We'd go the classic double Trapstone, double Starlight. Right? We could maybe even like triple Trapstone. How about 7 tools? Probably just Trapstone makes more sense. And Kaiku. Kaiku doesn't work under Necro Valley, and Necro Valley already covers Kaiku, so not really a reason to do it, but it is good without Necro Valley in play. It just doesn't do anything under Necro Valley. It just kind of like is just a 1800 vanilla. Oppression sounds good to me. That sounds good. Okay, Stardust was still better. Yeah, the Starlight Road is always going to be insane. Like, this card is just bullshit, so. Royal Tribute. I'm going to be playing probably a higher monster count than usual. I'm probably going to play Descendant. Probably going to play Assailant. I'm going to try to play Guard because I love Guard. We got Mirror Force. We've got, what else is it? Mirror Force is a good trap card. Torrential? Do you play Torrential in this? Doesn't seem terrible. Tribute is in the side. Okay, yeah, I could see that. I just feel like we just virus them. And like Dust Shoot. And put Secret Village as a spellcaster in the side. Oh, that's kind of cool. Dark Illusion? Fuck off. That's cooking. Oh, that's actually genius. Dark Illusion is money. What other spellcasters are? I feel like there's got to be some good spellcasters, right? Book of Moon. I'll probably play Space Typhoon. I mean, that shit is just awesome, obviously. Book of Moon seems cool. Play Book of Moon so we can be live under Trapstone. We might even play 2 Book of Moon. We'll come back to that idea. Lila in the side. Oh, you run Defender and Dark Elf. Jeez. I'm gonna go Lila and I'm gonna mill solidarities and I'm gonna be like, fuck. This is where we do the classic. You guys ever done this? All right, press 1 if you've ever done this. You just search every spellcaster monster. You're like, there has to be one here that's worth playing. There has to be one that's like, and you're like, damn, Witch of the Black Forest sounds great in this deck. Injection Fairy Lily. Oh shit. Okay, well that we might be finding some new tech with the Fairy Lily every time you guys do this. Okay. Dude, think about it. Fairy Lily's 1200 under Solidarity. Big brain. Big brain. It becomes a two-turn clock with Solidarity. That's actually... Dude, what are the... Is it just 3 Fairy Lily, 3 Compulse for the last cards? Or am I, like, overcomplicating this by looking further? Am I overcomplicating this? God, I wish I could play this card. It's, like, one of my favorite cards. I hate that GOAT format has all the shmoney cards, you know? It has all the, fuck, this card feels good to play, like D-Mock and shit. You need Fissure for Consecrated Light. I got Deck Dev, baby. Wait, no. I got Commandant. He's Earth. We're chilling. I'm actually chilling. Also, Fairy Lily's gonna be Earth too, and I'm pretty sure we're going that route, folks. Ladies and gentlemen. It looks like we're going Injection Fairy Lily. I'm not seeing too much of anything with regards to Spellcaster. Surely Jowgen makes the side? Probably, yeah. Probably. Very nice. Do you guys play this guy? This guy's kind of cooking. This guy's cool. What is it? Is this guy cool? Visionary? He's kind of tight. I like him. Alright. Dude. It's my fucking card, bro. It's my card, dude. We have to play it. You told me I can play 3 Injection Fairy Lily, 3 Compulse. Say less, bro. Say less. The Spellcaster Battle Trap. Circle something? This guy, what does it do? When a spellcaster monster declares an attack, each player's special summons on spellcaster for 12 of them. How does this work? Someone tell me the rulings on this card right now. Everybody tell me the rulings on this card. Swing with Lily, summon Lily, OTK. Oh. That's genius. That's so smart. He just blew my brain. Get the fuck out of here, Book of Moon. Get out of here, Dark Illusion. Ooh, he just blew my mind. I was like, oh, shit. Attack with Lily. Solidarity's up, obviously. And it's live, because why would it not be? Activate Magician Circle. Get Lily. Game. GG. Exodia hand. Oh my gosh. 3-card OTK. It is a 3-card OTK. It also requires them having an open board. So, and no spellcasters in their deck. So it's a little bit of it's a gamble. But, you know, you never know. We might be able to pull some stuff off. Yeah, let's side some Secret Village. The likely spellcaster your opponent will have is Lila. Opponent can special summon Lila. Cringe. We'll still win. We'll still win. Oh yeah, this is actually ass. But I'm playing it. No terraforming or steel. I feel like steel is going to mess with my solidarity. But steel is obviously good. So here's what we can do. We can be Chads, cut a Royal Oppression, and play a steel. How does that sound? That's pretty Chad, in my opinion. Because this card is cringe. I feel like Royal Oppression is lame. I mean, we still have to play one, right? Rite of Spirit? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, this card's cool. Oh, I hate this card. It's just like, It's a vibe, you know? It's just a chill vibe. I like it. Side or Rite of Spirit? What are we doing? Like cutting oppression, bringing in Rite of Spirit in some matches? That doesn't make any sense, does it? I don't know. I'm gonna side some Book of Moons. 1 Gravekeeper Priestess. Is that card? That card is legal, isn't it? Summon out for Rose. What does it say? There's no fish or field for there's no value. All Gravekeepers on the so you can flip Spy, get this, and then you can. Jeez, this card sucks. All right, we'll side it. That's not a terrible suggestion. We'll side it. I'd rather have Village over Necro. Probably like Dragon Turbo. Like I could see that, or like Frogs, maybe, or Gigavice. Those types of decks, I'd probably rather have this. Vortex. What is Eccentric Boy? Eccentric Boy negates their effects, I'm pretty sure. Yep, its effect is negated. There you go. Let's side some crazy sideboard cards. What are the craziest sideboard cards you guys can think of? I'm talking like out of left field sideboard cards. Sideboard cards that only work in like exactly one situation. I want to have the craziest side deck for this. Like the most insane, illegal side deck. Secret Village. We already have that. Prohibition, ladies and gentlemen. We're siding one of those. Trap Eater. This isn't a spellcaster. All right. Restriction. We are playing Solidarity spellcasters. Keep that in mind. Skill Drain. Fucking say less. Skill Drain sounds good. Swallow Flip. Okay, these aren't crazy. There's like mid 1-for-1s. Puppet Plant. Conflicts with Solidarity. Oh my gosh. It's like System of a Down. Yes. That's a good one. We'll side that one. That's a crazy one. What's another like belligerent side deck card where you're just like, what the fuck? When you get hit with it, you're just like, why is this a sideboard card? I'm actually going to side 2 of these. Flip, pop, 2 back row guy. Solidarity spellcasters. Kaiku would be really good. Doesn't it conflict with Necro Valley? Am I like missing something? I'll side it. I'll side one for the fans. I feel like it conflicts though. Transmigration Prophecy. Under Necro Valley. Fissure. It's a spellcaster. Green Kappa is a warrior. Actually, it's not a spellcaster. Card destruction for Dragon Turbo. Mirror of Oaths. That's so ass. I need like crazy. What about Rivalry of Warlords? Is this too crazy? Is that too crazy? Am I getting too crazy with it, boys? Mind Crushing. That's kind of a mid 1-for-1. We're thinking sweeping game ending. Fog King for the Frog matchup. Is he a spellcaster? Oh my. I'm in. Sign me up. Get out of here, Book of Moon. We've got a Fog King. Say less. Alright, we just need some fusions. Let's get some fusions in here. Oh, wait. We need spellcaster fusions. Wow, we really don't have that many options. And 4 of them are Dark Paladin. Alright, so we got Musician King, Skull Knight. This guy's banned, unfortunately. You're telling me we only have 4 spellcaster fusions? What about synchros? Do we have some spellcaster synchros? Only 3? That's tough, guys. That's tough. Maybe we can get the other Dark Paladin.
Like, maybe we can get the other art, this one, to try and fill out the extra deck. It's Summoner of Illusions. What the fuck is that? Destroy during... Tribute one of the monsters, special one fusion monster. Wow, that's ass. Is this good? I feel like it's not that good. I need 3 more extra deck monsters. And there are none for us. The extra deck doesn't matter much. No, it matters a lot. It matters a lot. Jowgen in the side? Yeah, Jowgen would be better than some of these cards for sure. Maybe Prohibition is too bitch mate. No, wait, Prohibition's kind of good. No, it sucks. It sucks. We'll play Jowgen. We'll play Jowgen over Prohibition. I'm sorry. Whoever recommended Prohibition, it's out. Mystical Sand. You can't play that card, I don't think. Where is it? We could play Thousand Dragon. He uses Time Wizard, so he's kind of like... God, I never realized how terrible the art on this card is. It's really bad. Let's use Gaia, the Dragon Champion. This card has swagged out art. What about Evil Hero Dark Gaia? Because this deck is kind of evil if you think about it. And then one more fusion. Everyone write your favorite fusion monster in chat. What is your favorite fusion monster? Master of Oz, Black Skull Dragon. Black Skull Dragon. 2 votes for Black Skull Dragon. Ojama King, Thousand Eyes. Well, Thousand Eyes is banned, so we can't use that. Labyrinth Tank. Oh, dude, Labyrinth Tank is a good pick. That's a rare pull. Blue Eyes Ultimate, Last Warrior, Dark Balter, Dark Chimera, Sandwich. We already have Sandwich, so we already have Sandwich. The big ass drill dude. You don't even know your favorite fusion's name. 5-headed dragon from another planet. I like the Last Warrior from another planet. That's a Kino pick. We're gonna go Last Warrior from another planet. Alright, cool. Blue Eyes Ultimate and Blackluster Soldier. Oh, the Dragon Master Knight. That card's gas. Meteor Black Dragon. I had a Dragon Master Knight deck, actually. Fun fact for Edison format. And it was kind of fire. I'll play a match. This is going to be the worst match I ever played on stream. I have the worst side deck. My side deck does nothing against Blackwings. Alright, boys. Surprisingly easy. Yeah, you just need like a Manju and like a Dragon's Mirror. It's like kind of easy. Looks like no one wants to duel. A shame, really. Where's King Ray when you need him? Where is King Ray when you need him? So no one wants to duel. Everybody's too scared. They saw us building the deck. They were afraid. You don't even have a bottomless main or side. Didn't need one. Don't need one. That card is for it's for weak duelists, and we're strong duelists. We lift weights here on this channel. Do you guys lift weights? What's your PR? What's your PB? What do they call it? PR? Your 1 rep max. Dr. Mudbone. Good luck, have fun. I feel like this guy picks rock. 50 kilos. Ooh. I see. I see. We won the rock, paper, scissors. For what exercise? Every exercise combined. Total it. Total it. £110. I love how you like totaled. You totaled all of it. And you're like, we cooking, boys? Are we cooking? Combined 1, 2. That's wild. Solemn judgment. This guy said, fuck no. Okay. Shit. I guess you got me, bro. That's tough. What is this then? What is he playing? Is it run out the Necro Valley to bait? Probably. Is that 4K? Dude, he's dead. I just hit him with Fairy Lily and he dies. Oh, this is so clean. Who fucking saw him spy there? That's so cringe, dude. That's so cringe. We're gonna eat so good. We're gonna eat so good here. I want you guys to know this is gonna be the fucking nastiest Tarantula tribute ever. This is gonna be fucking gross. Stop! I don't like this. How do I break? How do I break? How do I break? Do I have another way to break other than forcing my own tarantula? I don't have another way to break. You can Barbaro with you? I have road, so I'm chilling. And his judgment's gone, so. What the fuck is this? What is this guy doing? Mr. Tag is 500 pounds of pure muscle. He seems like a dude who power lifts. Flip Reptilian Gardner. No, get all this shit out of here. Blow it all up. I don't want to play against this. Whatever the fuck this is. Chain offerings. Chain road. Get fucked. I don't really... Okay. Yeah, just choose not to summon. Okay. He gets 4 tokens and a search. We are okay, though, because Assailant just kind of cooks these, right? That's just, like, fine. Rhoda, what the fuck is this? He made a big brain play there, if you think about it. Not really. Made your road ass? Not really. Because I was never summoning Stardust anyway. I have Solidarity. It was going to be ass no matter what. So the big brain play was not understanding that I was always going to not summon Stardust Dragon. Make a fucking play, bro. He really drew double Dandelion, Reptilian Gardner, Solemn Judgment, Offering the 60. Why did he solemn my spy? This guy's fucking stream sniping, I swear to God. Why did he solemn my spy? He doesn't know you're playing Solidarity GK. This guy's watching the stream, dude. There's no way. There's no way he's not watching the stream. There's no way. You wouldn't solemn spy there unless you were... Like, why would you solemn spy? You have a set monster that gives you value if it gets popped. You would always solemn spy there. Fuck is this? Oh, plasma? Whatever. Card's mid. What does this guy do? Pop shit? Oh, summon assailant. 2000. Oh, maybe I should have saved this, actually. Huh. This guy just pops things, right? This guy's... I think we just kill the plasma. I don't think we think about it too much. Because, like, even if he has Typhoon for Solidarity... we can just kill this next turn. Doesn't really matter. Because this guy can't attack, right? Or you can destroy for... Oh, no, it can. It can attack. Interesting. It's kind of cool. Sure. Maybe I'll draw Steel. That'd be kind of cool. Let's see his road. Does he have road? No, that's tough. Last turn. We do Solidarity number 2. Well, well, well. Looks like it's game, bucko. Looks like it's game. Looks like I win. Victory is sweet. I'm so glad I added 3 copies of the card to my deck. Otherwise I was never going to win a match. Wait, this is fucking fire. Holy shit. If he was stream sniping, why'd he play in a mirror? He closed the stream. Obviously. He closed it right before that game. Because I was saying he was stream sniping. Duh, King Ray. Don't you know? Don't you know? That's the psychological tactic there. He wanted to prove to us that he wasn't stream sniping. You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't... That's how you do it. Alright, what are we siding here? We're playing against fucking reptilians. What are we siding? This seems good. Rivalry of Warlords seems really good, actually. Weird one matchup where rivalry's, like, decent. Book of Moon's kind of, like, fine, I guess. Could be okay. Do you think he plays Spellcasters? Can we get confirmation? I'm not siding in trivia. This card is for virgins. Fog Guy! Wait! Fog Guy! Ah! I'm bringing in Fog Guy. Deck Devastation Virus. We don't need this. We should be playing 3 traps on, honestly. Oh, got a circle. Actually, circle is probably really good here. Low-key. Fog God. Yes, we're playing the Fog God. Let's go. Drop a system down for 0. I don't think you can do that. Can you do that? I don't know if you can. Holy shit, we drew it. We drew the Mind Crush combo. Vortex Double Lily. We drew the Mind Crush combo. I don't believe it. That's actually insane. He called it. He called it. Okay, hold up. Trade in. Okay, based. Don't have to worry about plasma. That's nice. Stratos, come on, man. Back row? Oh. Don't mind if I do. Get that shit out of here. Chain Dust. That resolves. Does he want to set a card? Oh, this is Kino. This is the nastiest breaker. Holy shit. Guaranteed kill Stratos. Pop. Set Dushu to take the alias. Oh my god. Fuck. That was disgusting. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? The crowd is going crazy right now. Oh, it's over, buddy. It's over. Wait, we have to take one of these guys, right? No, this is... Hold on. Let me cook. So if he goes foolish, dandy, he'll regret that.
Foolish Dandy. What do I got here? When Spoken going to attack. So if he foolishes. I can just take Basky. Just got Ananta, alias Foolish Miracle. Alias Foolish Miracle. Take a huge fucking hit here. But I'm liking my chances. Oh, if only I connected with the breaker at some point. Come on, man. I need this. Yeah, that's fine. Unfortunately, that is okay. Please just Foolish Dandy. Nothing? He went with the nothing move? Oh, really? Really? Which spellcaster do we get? And why is it just second Lily? Attack. Activate Magician's Circle. Does he play a spellcaster? If he plays a spellcaster, I'm going to crash out. I'm going to crash the fuck out if he plays a spellcaster. If he summons a spellcaster right now. Okay. He does? Fuck! Okay. So I'll pay 2,000. This goes to 3,400. He takes 15. Damn, that sucks. Okay. We can't really afford to attack again. So kind of just have to chill here. I don't want to get owned. Because I need 4,000 life points to defend my lilies on his turn in case he draws Heavy Storm. Or Space Typhoon, or a large number of cards actually that fuck us here. If he draws Debris Dragon, exactly, like, I deserve everything that's coming my way. You guys lied to me. You told me he doesn't play spellcasters. You lied to me, chat. Why would you do that to me after all I've done for you? You lied to me. You told me he didn't play spellcasters, and here we are. What is that? What the fuck is that? He has a spellcaster in his reptile deck with heroes and plants. Ugh, disgusting. Of course he does, doesn't he? Oh, we redrew the Vasky? We redrew the Vasky. He's just that good. Wow, that's crazy, actually. That's fucking bullshit. Fucking stupid. Okay. He can now Miracle Fusion if he wants to. He can make a Gaia. Oh my god. If he wants to prove he's not a Stream Sniper, what is this play? Who makes this play? This is not a real play that you make, by the way. It's not. I just want to go on record and say this is not a real play that you make. Alright, Commandant. Time to go the distance, baby. Kill the evil dragon. Slay the dragon, pass the turn. Alright. That is a crazy play, by the way. Miracle Fusion, that's chill. Dude, he's so fucked. He's so fucked. You're gonna need to banish an elemental hero for that guy. Yeah, okay, cool. There we go. So my character drops. No problem. Alright. So he gains 800. He attacks. Both games I had it. Both games. What did you think this was? Did you think this was a fucking game, brother? Did you think this was a fucking game? Oh, shit. Both games you had it. Both games. Luckiest man alive. Alright, let's go. Breaker the Magical Warrior. 35. Let's see it. Okay. Nice. Do you think Yu-Gi-Oh! The card game is a fucking game, brother? Exactly, Plastic Tube. My turn. No! Fuck! Cheating ass. He banished the dandy. You can replay if you want. Yeah, that's cool. That's chill. Watch this, solidarity. Never lucky, dude. Never lucky. Alright, I'll attack it. It's like they don't want to see your boy win. I have 8 pump spells, actually. 2 commandants. Oh, I've got breaker. I've got breaker in play. You think I won't just activate the breaker and pop your card? Nice. Nice. Watch this shit. Compulse. Target breaker. You guys didn't even see this coming. Did you guys see this play? I bet you didn't even see this play. I bet you didn't even see this play. I bet you didn't even see this. Blow up the back row. Activate Vortex. Attack for game. You guys didn't see that play. Compulse my own break. Oh my god. That game went crazy. GG's. GG's luckiest man. I am so lucky. I'm so lucky. That was insane. That was insane. You guys didn't even know about that play. Oh shit. GG's. Well played. Well played. Well played to my opponent, who definitely wasn't cheating in any capacity. If I would have lost, though, he may have been cheating. But I won, so he was playing his hardest, and there was no cheating. He was just honest. See, here's the thing. When I beat my opponents, they're playing their best. But when they beat me, they're cheating. I just want that to be on the record, right? That's just how it goes, right? I've never lost a real game of Yu-Gi-Oh! In my life. But I've won every single time when my opponent's playing their best. Like, that's just facts. I feel like that's like... Same goes for all of you. If you liked the stream. If you liked the stream right now, then, yeah, I'd say you've never lost a real game of Yu-Gi-Oh! In your life. One might say. Hashtag never lost in the chat right now. So what do you think of Solidarity Gravekeepers? Injection Fairy Lily is a hell of a card. This card is bullshit. This is a really stupid card. I don't think we would have won that game in any way without Injection Fairy Lily in our build. I think that you can't really play this deck without triple injection, triple compulsory. That being said, triple injection, triple compulsory, that's a pretty good deck right here. This is pretty cool. I do like it. I like it more than I thought I was going to like it. This was highlight of the stream for me so far. Really sweet deck. Hashtag never lost, exactly. Yeah, a lot of cool cards that I enjoy. A lot of GOAT format cards. Undefeated, true, 100% win rate. We can retire it there. Just saying, like, you know when a boxer goes like 50-0? That's basically what we did. And then we like just retire 50-0, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Magician's Circle, on the fence about this one. This one seems a little sus, but we did pull it off, which was kind of cool. Yeah, not really high on the oppression. I think this card's cringe, but you kind of gotta play it, unfortunately. Yeah, this seems cool. I would play this. This is a spellcaster deck I would play. I'd want to get pretty ones. Alright, have you guys seen the different rarities of Necro Valley? What is your favorite rarity of Necro Valley? You got Ultimate, you got Pharaohs, you've got like the rare Turbo Pack one, you got the super rare from Pharaonic Guardian. You got a whole bunch of rarities to pick from with Necro Valley. What's your favorite rarity of Necro Valley? I'm curious. We're going to build another deck now, and we're going to duel again. So lock in. We've got another one in us. Zombie World Machina for next deck? Nah. Here's the thing. I've already built a Machina deck this stream already. And the Machina vibe, I've been playing Machina a lot. I've been watching a lot of Machina because of RBET Berlin. I want to take a break. We're going to do the other one. The speckled secret rare type shit. Oh, the prismatic one. That one's cool. The one with Edison, accurate errata, because you always have to read that shit. Same, bro. That's the Turbo Pack rare, if I remember correctly. OG Ultra Parallel. Oh, OCG Ultra. It comes in Ultra Parallel and OCG? What the fuck? That sounds disgusting. What's your favorite text of Necro Valley? That is actually a better question, Alberto. That is a better question. What's up, Doom? Okay. Lock in, boys. Lock in. That was awesome. Loved that deck. What's the next? You want to make insects work? Say less, brother. You've come to the right place. Let's look at insect monsters for 5 seconds before I decide that I hate them and never want to play them ever. But let's look at them first, at least. All right. Of the insect monsters, the best ones are 4-star Ladybug of No, I'm joking. Swarm of Locusts and Scarab are pretty good. The Locusts and Scarabs are pretty good. Merchant's pretty good. It's like solid. The Aztecapede and Doomdozer are both excellent. Fantastic cards, obviously. Got Marionette Mite, which is a very uniquely strong card. It steals Caius's. Yeah, I do like the Aztecapede. We've seen Verdant Valley insects to grab Mite and then use it with Grinder Golem and Lava Golem. What is Verdant? Is Verdant Valley the one where it's like it searches them? Verdant Sanctuary. There you go. Yeah, yeah, I've seen this. Yeah, it's a little awkward because it has to be the same level, so you kind of have to like it has to be like Howling Insect or something like that. Have you? Oh no, I already answered that. The Small Insect X-Saber Full Helm package. Yeah, I've seen the Insect Saber deck. That deck's cool too. There's a bunch of different ways you could play this. None of them sound fun right now, unfortunately. None of them sound as fun as what we just did. You know what else grabs Might? Sphere of Chaos. True Maggies, bro. Okay, let's rewind a little bit. Forget about effect monsters. What if we played monsters with flavor text? Hercules Beetle, a massive beetle with a tough carapace and a dangerous horn. He doesn't have the flavor text. He doesn't have the flavor text for it. Despite its small size, this monster has powerful jaws that can rip metal to shreds. He's kind of winning. Here. What does this guy say? Of all insect fighters, he is the paragon of the indestructible insect invaders, which only the elite of the elite can join. We can no longer ignore their unmatched battle prowess. Holy fuck. 3 copies. Maxing it out. Holy shit. What insane flavor text. W flavor text. 3 copies. Metal Armored Bug. A gigantic insect-like creature covered by thick armor. Everything in his path is destroyed. Everything in his path is destroyed. 3 copies. Alright, let's go to the effects. Alright, what was I saying? Aztecapede, Doomdozer. So we got Doomy Dozer and Aztecapede. Okay. This guy's not bad. This guy's also not bad. We've got ourselves a deck here, ladies and gentlemen. But I have to pee. So, give me 5 seconds. Write all your suggestions in the chat. I'm going to read every single one of them as soon as I get back. But this is our core. This is our 12 monster core. Don't leave. Write in the chat all your suggestions. I will be back in 5 seconds. Well, don't count to 5. That was a hyperbole. Alright, I'm back. Let's read your suggestions. Let's see. Great Moth. God damn it. Meru Beetle got to make the cut. 1900 with an effect. Ooh, you're right. Swing of Memories and Silent Doom. You approve on the Doom Dozer. We might be Doom maxing. Doomer. Insects. Common Charity and Trade-In. Big fan. Definitely should add Gigaplant. Ooh, that's another one. You could bring back Gigaplant with Swing of Memories and then use that to bring back Metal Armored Bug. How can we make Underground Arachnid? Well, as of right now, we can't, but we'll figure that out because that card is based. Alright, gotta get that field bonus advantage. Alright, let's start off with all of the good suggestions. Common Charity. That's a good one. We'll play a couple of those. Play some trade-ins. Yeah, we'll play 3 trade-in, actually. I think it's a great suggestion. Titanial, right? That's a trade-in target. Lone Fire. Okay, you guys see what we're cooking here? Lone Fire, Gigaplant. Here we got 1 Gigaplant. 2 Common Charity. What else are we doing? What was the insect card? Magic Plant. We have no... Or are you saying that just for the lore W? Plague to make Arachnid. We'll probably do Crevens to make Arachnid, but... Blazewing Butterfly. Are we going full Gemini? Is that the vibe? I'm not even sure if the Gigaplant stuff is good. We're definitely going to be playing Titanial, but we'll pause champ on the Gigaplant. We'll come back to that. Huh. Mera Beetle. Oh, yeah, Beetle. We'll play 1. Maybe more. Maybe we'll play more. Seems okay. Advanced Virtual Art. Demise and 1,000 Hands. Possibly. Okay. I don't hate this idea. Because it gives us, like, actual plays. 6 cards to include this. Alright, press 1 if we're including the ritual package. Press 2 if we're not including the ritual package. Everyone weigh in on this right now. Literally everyone is saying play it. Okay. Except Nick. Nick is trying to sabotage your fun. I wasn't going to say it, but he's trying to sabotage your fun, boys. Cool. All right. Demise has been done to death. It's not a Demise deck. It's just a small Demise package. Alright? And we can always pitch it to trade-in, which is most likely what's going to happen most of the time. As long as we keep the plants. We're going to keep the plants. We're going to play Megamorph, because this card is based. Do Heavy Storm. Big Heavy Storm enjoyer. You guys like Heavy Storm? It's a pretty good card. Merchant. Nothing is as nice as flipping Merchant and hitting an Upstart Goblin. That sounds so lovely. Although we could cut the Upstarts. Upstart is cringe. Alright, press 1 if you like Upstart. Press 2 if you think it's cringe. We shall see. It's a little bit more mixed. Jors? Ghost Rider likes the Upstarts. Alright. Ghost Rider's opinion gets a little bit more value. I'll put in the Upstarts again. But we may end up cutting them. Alright, we may end up cutting them. You never know. We may end up cutting them. What is this? What else? Gores. Oh, Gores. Yeah. Gores. This card's probably gonna win us games, so we should play it. Vortex Trooper will be based. Yeah, shuffle back my Titanial, draw my Metal Armored Bug. Should we be maxing Common Charity? We only have 6 vanillas. I feel like we need another vanilla if we max this card. But it is good. And it lets us play Return, which is good too. Oh, yeah, that's right. We need Teleport. Duh, Krebins. Krebins not only procs our Megamorph, but it makes the underground arachnid. You guys know. You guys love it. It's the reason we're playing insects, right? An underground arachnid. Blazewing Butterfly. We have no Gemini monsters in our deck. Why would we play Blaze? Allure. Allure with 5 darks seems a little low. Oh, 6, I guess. We have Jaws. And we can search it. Cooking. And it works with return. Cooking. We may be onto something. Okay, let's just... Before we get too far into it, I feel like this card kind of cucks Demise. Beetle kind of cucks Demise. I feel like we need to side the Beetles. They're going to be in the deck, alright? They're going to be in the deck, but I feel like they need to be sided. We need another card. We need one more card here. And I'm thinking it's got to be a good one, right? What is it? Gigantus? Oh, Gigantes. Maybe possibly. Howling? What does Howling do? This doesn't get anything. A 1 of Howling? It has no targets. Arsenal Bug. Dude. I love Arsenal Bug. I love Arsenal Bug so much. Grand Mole, Call of the Haunted, Dust Shoot. Yo. We do like winning games, so we're going to play Dust Shoot. A lot of draw cards. And we're going to draw our Trap Dust Shoot. Let's see. Right? Right, boys? Is that what we're doing? Why is Titanial in my deck? That doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? No, it is. It does make sense. Because, like, okay, look. You Demise, then you Titanial with Megamorph, and that's game. Bet you didn't think about that. Checkmate. Checkmate. What was the last card I put? Dust Shoot. That's right. Alright. How are we feeling about this, chat? How are we feeling about this? Is this weirdly good or what? Is this weirdly good? Is this weirdly good? Hold on, I'm gonna hit a normal here, watch. Fuck. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Keep waiting. There we fucking go, I hit a normal. Let's go. Okay, so this guy dies. Whatever. We draw for turn. Aztecapede. Based. We already have Arachnid online. We go Charity. Draw 2. Second Aztecapede. Less good. For sure. But we do have Ritual Art into Demise. So we go Heavy Storm. Right? Okay, Heavy Storm. They're at 9,000. Keep in mind they're at 9,000. Advanced Ritual Art. Send 2 more Knights. Special Demise. Blow up their guys. So they're at 9,000. Well, we don't even necessarily need to blow up their guys. We could just, like, banish. We could just banish. Special. Banish. Special. Normal. How much damage is this? That's not 9,000, is it? It's pretty good, though. 38. 5,000. 74. It's 74. That's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. What does this fucking card do? What does it do? A card attacks. If one cannot activate spell and trap cards with return. You can your own controls. This card will be destroyed by battle. You can destroy the monster. What the fuck does it do? One with return. Select. Oh, it's just like shitty relinquished. Any decent synchros? Unfortunately, we cannot make Tempest Magician with Aztecapede, or else we could burn him to death, but This isn't bad. Like, this is actually kind of cooking. All right, let's see what we got this hand. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. This is not bad. This could win a game. I'm like not even joking. This could win a game. Let's see. Do I shoot him? Get an idea. Draw for turn is second demise. Kind of ugly. You never really want to draw the second one. Trade-in would be nice. I'll say it. It's pretty all in on the demise. The demise guys. They don't really have a way to defend it from Goyo. In this circumstance, this has to be a set common charity angle, right? Like, this has to be set common charity, right? I'm actually curious. Okay, if you activate trade in here and you don't see another normal, then your common charity doesn't get your return live. Yeah, it has to be charity into Gores, right? Yeah. So you set charity. They attack. You draw 2. Perfect. You banish the metal armored bug. Now do you even drop the Gores? Because you have a lure. Do you even drop the Gores here? Yeah, I think you drop the Gores. I think you always drop the Gores. Okay, so you drop the Gores, assuming they attacked, right? Then on your turn, you hit Insect Knight. Not ideal. Probably Upstart first. Hit Doom Dozer. Perfect. You hit the 8-star for the trade and draw 2. And there's the Dark for a lure. Holy shit. He's cooking, oh my god, an even better Dark for a lure because that's something you can bring back off return on the next turn. You know, Upstart again. Draw into Metal Armored Bug. Normal Knight. E-Tilly out Krebins. Make Arachnid. Steal their guy. Draw 1 billion, go crazy. This deck is cool. Needs 1 main deck DD Warrior Lady. For what? We just take everything with Arachnid, right? Is there something that stops this that we care about? This can even take face... Oh, it only takes face-ups. Never mind. This is shitty relinquished. But still, though, like, this is good. And then, like if this gets banished, we can just bring it back. Which is crazy. You sort of hate that this deck isn't complete ass. Wow, I mean, we're playing a bunch of good cards. This is a competent deck. I think people really underrate the power of common charity in this format. This card's really good. I played it yeah, this is great. Actually, you just summon Manju, get the advanced ritual art. This might be a better ritual deck than fucking fairies. This deck is absolutely liquid. It's kind of fire. I can't lie. Common charity into Dragon Turbo would go so hard. Alright, boys, I have one more match in me before I have to call it a night. It's getting kind of late. But, like, look at this shit. This is fucking crazy. We're going to play a match with this deck. But I think we're going to take it a little bit more seriously than the last one. Let's get a good side deck pop in here. What are some legit side deck cards that we can do? Haven't caught a stream since Berlin. Didn't get a chance to say hi, but thank you so much for the event dream come true. So happy you made it, Multi. So happy you made it. It was a lot. It was a lot, but it was a great event. And everyone who attended seemed to have a pretty good time. So at the end of the day, it was the first European event. Only can improve from here. I'm sure the next one's going to be even better. It was a good time. All right, sideboard cards. We've got sideboard cards. Royal Decree is a good one. Royal Decree is a good one. Something to stop Goyo. So I was thinking of Lair Wire. It's a pretty good sideboard card. Shiny Black Sea for Vayu Turbo. Breaker. What does Breaker do in this deck? Trapstone or Trunade. I'm on the more Decree side of things, but we could go Trapstone as well. It doesn't really matter. What if we sided like another ritual guy? Would that be crazy? Oh, that seems too crazy. What could we side here that's like pretty boss? Enemy controller. Do we have enough free bodies to take advantage of this? Maybe not. Space Typhoon. Maybe space. Yeah, that's a good inclusion, I think. Heavy Storm, it's in the main. North Wemco for going first. What the fuck does that card do? We can't. She's level 7. We can only add up to 8 or 4. Marionette might. Oh my god, you're so right. How could I have forgotten? Do we go Might Golem? Is that the sideboard play? Oh my, Might Golem compulsory. You guys are so smart. You know, you guys are so smart. I love how smart you guys are. I love how smart you guys are. Trunade? Trunade. Do we want Trunade? I think it might be overkill. I mean, we have Storm and we have Double Decree and then we have infinite draw cards, so like we literally have 10 draw cards. That's crazy. Let's get to the synchros. Let's get the synchros in. Okay, so obviously the 6 stars, Goyo and Bionic, they're a must, right? Paladin of White Dragon. We could go Brain Control. I'm thinking last card Brain Control. I'm actually thinking last card Brain Control. We probably should be maining Brain Control, possibly. Swarm, Dark End, because we can take Caius off Might. Stardust. Red Dragons, big damage. Colossal's damage. Thought Ruler. Yeah, it's gotta be Brain Control. Like, there's no world in which we're playing Marionette Might before we play Brain Control. Sidrip plus Chimera Tech. Is there anything else I'm maybe forgetting? This Android? And then Urukizis for the Pierce. Cool. Alright, cool. This is it. We're running it. This is gonna be a match. We'll see how if we win this match, deck might be legit. Ooh, quiz ass. That's hilarious. That's a stream title right there. Alright. Charlie Magna. One. I played against this guy before. I feel like he is not a GLHFer. What's up, Shock Trooper? Alright, press 1 if you think we're going to win this one. Press 1 if you think this deck is going to go all the way. I need some believers. I need your energy right now, chat. And also like this stream if you haven't already yet. I need your energy for this abomination. 10 draw cards. We didn't open a single one. We're going second. He's got a Sure of the Blue Flame. It ain't looking easy, guys. It ain't looking easy. Oh, shoot. All right. I'm tempted to concede here. I'll concede. Tactical concession. You guys don't understand. That was a tactical concession. He doesn't know about the technology, all right? Tactical concession. You guys don't think about it too much. Tactical concession, all right? None of you guys pressed 1 fast enough, all right? I didn't get enough believers. I need more believers right now. More believers. Give me all believers. We're going to cut 1 Aztecapede. 1 Doomdozer. We really opened none of our 10 draw cards. That's crazy. Unlucky, dude. Someone run the number on that. Run the numbers. An armored bug. 3 insects down. That's tough. You hate to see it. I don't know if we can afford to side this out, but we're going to do it. All right, we're going to do it. I want to bring in Compulses and Injection Fairy Lily as well, just to, like, shove. But I'm bringing the Decrees. Maybe it's Compulse over Return. We could go Golem, Might, Compulse, Lair Wire instead. We could go full conversion side. It's fine. Maybe, yeah, we were maybe supposed to full conversion side out all the ritual stuff, and then side in Lair Wire, Compulse, whatever, but it's chill. Do we pass? Drop Gores. Yeah, I think we pass Drop Gores and try to kill him with Brain Control. We may be able to OTK. Yeah, if he plays no back row at all, then we will kill him. Or if I draw Heavy Storm. That's another way in which we will kill him. Okay, draw for turn is going to be Return. Not bad. Not a bad draw. Okay. Icarus is still on the table. We need to force Icarus attack. Do we need to force Icarus attack? We kind of do. All right, let's see. This is not a bad hand. All right, I just want to go on record and say this is not a bad hand. It's just how do we best approach it? I think we swing with both. I think we send both. We go token first. See if he has Colute. He does not. Okay. Attack for 27. Cool. Normal Manju. Activate. Gets advanced ritual art. We are 1 demise away from a fucking insane OTK. Pass the turn. Alright, so this is... Yeah, I knew it was some bullshit. Alright. Blizzy... Okay. Why is he doing all this? Was this Goyo into... Goyo, take the Gores, attack over the Manju for 300. So 100. Okay. Just pass. Fucking worst draw in the deck, bro. Okay. He's at 53. Is there a way we can kill him? Dude, I needed an insect here. I didn't draw an insect. That's so ass. That's like the worst draw in the deck, low-key. Did I put Mistworm? If I didn't put Mistworm, I'm going to be so mad. I did. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think it's Mistworm angle. So it's Brain Control. Take Bora. Why did he put this Bora? That doesn't make a lot of sense. I'm on Lone Fire. We got to do all this, so. Activate Lone Fire. Sack. Chain. Okay. Well, this is annoying. You just open the nuts. It hasn't resolved yet, bitch. God, fucking... Learn your shit. Chainlink 1 loan. Chainlink 2 oppression. Chainlink 3 e-telly. Fucking... God damn it. That stuff, yeah. We kind of bricked. Yeah, we lose. We're done on board. Alright, I'll just say GG. GG's. The next card was the second Lone Fire. Damn. God really didn't want us to win. 10 draw cards, and we missed on it 2 games in a row. Someone explain that math to me. That's insanely unlucky. That's got to be like super duper unlucky, right? What are the odds of that? What were the odds of that? That was really, really low odds. 2 games in a row missing the draw cards? Again, yeah, we have to run this one back. That was stupid. This deck is legit. We were like 1 card off of killing him both games. Like the first game, you just give me a trade in and I'm cooking. The second game, you give me a demise and I win.
But he did have the 1 of oppression, or 2 of oppression, I guess, because it was post board.
He cheated. I agree. I have 1. He also won the rock paper scissors and had dust shoot. Yeah, that was an insanely whack game. That was a real modern Yu-Gi-Oh moment. This game we have 1 draw card. We're gonna see how it works. Yeah, we also didn't draw Krebins either to like stall. That's like crazy unlucky, brah. You ever think about that? How unlucky that is, brah? It's crazy unlucky, brah. What's up, Cabal TV? How you doing? It has been a minute. Trap does shoot. Now it's our turn to sack. Fuck is this? This looks ass. Gores. Rhinish Tech Tips. Rhoda Spark Heavy Storm Mirror. Now we can just chill forever. Pass turn. Pass turn. Sure. Give me a fucking playable here. I deserve this. Pass turn. I deserved it. Let's go. I deserved it. Oh my gosh. I deserved it. Draw 2. Not very good. It's not very good, but it's okay. It's chill. Let's take a peed. Oh my god, what a fucking rip. Okay, hold on. He's got... I don't even remember his hand. It was Storm Force, Spark, Rhinish Tech Tips, and Alias. So his hand sucks. His hand is just terrible. We can always follow up Arachnid again, too, to play through the Force. This basically forces the Gemini Spark. Gimme. Gimme! Alright. Cool. Do we gain attack? No. This card sucks. 24. Pass turn. We should win this game, though. This should be a dub. I could have done more this turn, actually. I could have done a lot more. What am I fucking doing? Alright, here's Alias. Alright. Set Spark. Alright. Pass turn. Megamorph. What? I normal Krebins. He's forced to Spark. Yeah, he has to Spark or I make Stardust. Okay. He's hitting the Arachnid. Valid. What's he at? He's unfortunately lower than us. Unfortunately, he's lower than us. Would you spark the tuner or the arachnid here? Oh, the arachnid. He has a mirror force in hand. He has to spark the arachnid. He will lose to the arachnid if he does not spark it. We banish the arachnid here. Special summon as Tekapede. We normaled Krevins. Special as Tekapede. We synchro. We can make Goyo drop Doomdozer. It's 56. It's not quite game. That's really annoying. You know? It's really annoying. Let's hit for 19 in case he has Gores. We'll send the top card of the deck to the grave. Attack for 12. Main phase 2. Okay, what is he cooking with here? He's got Winged Rhinus. All that bullshit. Just synchro again. Just don't complicate it. Make the arachnid. Pass a turn. Alright, cool. We got double insect, we got arachnid down. Offerings to the doomed. Normal Winged Rhinus. Alright. That's not what I was expecting. That is not a good card, but it's working out well for him here. I need something. That's a good something. This deck is so good. This deck is so good. Ah, fuck. Is that really third Krevins E-Telly? That's so unlucky. That's so funny. Alright. What are we doing? I maybe need a third arachnid. Or think about it. Okay, normal Krevins is good because he gets us towards Megamorph. Alright. Pass turn. 1. Yeah, that was like one of his only outs, maybe? No, he probably plays 3 of that. If you play this card, you play 3 of it. There's no reason to play less than 3. So he probably had several outs. It was a little ambitious making arachnid there, maybe. Ethereum's be reckless, yeah. Heavy Storm. Sure. Chain Accumulated Fortune. Yeah, that wasn't even the Mirror Force. This doesn't even matter. Like, you just set yourself back a summon? Like, okay. Don't really care. Because it was 3 cards for 3 cards, right? Yeah, it was 3 cards for 3 cards. Maturity. Damn, I'm already down a lot of normals. I think I'm down 2 normals, right? To defense mode. I think we force the Mirror Force now. I'm trying to think of a world where we wouldn't set this. Because if I draw a Heavy Storm, I just fucking win anyway. I'll just pass. I want to get summoned under a potential bottomless. He draws. Legacy, sure. Last one. You can't keep waiting. Even Upstart's good because it makes Megamorph live if he activates Krebins even once. There's Rhinus. Oh, pay 100. The interesting thing is if we draw Insect Knight. That's the one I'm like, what do we do if we draw Insect Knight? Back row. Draw for turn is Upstart Boblin, dude. I'll play it. There we go. Megamorph's online. That's a good ass draw. That's Bionic for game. Pretty sure. Right? Is it Bionic for game? Let me see. Do we grab Ritual Art and then just wait? Or do we go Bionic, bounces 3 back row and like try to kill him? But I have to hit off Common Charity to try and kill him. I only have 4 targets off Common Charity. Maybe this was preemptive. I was actually maybe supposed to wait a turn before summoning this. That was maybe a big mistake on my part. Yeah, maybe a big mistake here. Do we just make Goyo in defense then? Like, how do I do this? My brain control. I think. So it's not a brain control, really. We can also just hit. What are the chances? Like less than 20%? No, wait, it's 2 in 20, so it's like 40% hit. Is that how statistics work? Am I him? Did I win game 1? Is this game 2? No, this is game 1. Oh, I have inevitability. I shouldn't do anything. This is stupid. I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't activate Common Charity. I should just wait. I should wait. I shouldn't have summoned the Manji. That was really stupid, actually. That was a misplay. Yeah, that was a really bad play. Fuck, dude. Man, I'm like so close to winning with this deck. I'm just ass. Holy shit. I'm seeing red. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, I have game, and then I just don't do the math correctly. I should have kept the fucking Common Charity in hand, obviously, because if I drew a 4-star, then I can go Bionic for game, bounce all 4 cards. See, now I'm just bad. Now he just sets 2 more cards, and now I just lose. I can't, like, ever Bionic through that. Unless I draw Demise next turn, in which case I just win, so it doesn't really matter. But now I kind of have to let my Krebins die after 2 more swings. If he swings into the Krebins, he's probably going to kill the Manji, though, I feel. Is he going to kill the Manji? This is not an easy game. I messed up there. I messed up with the Manju summon. That was really stupid. That was, like, very stupid. Bailed out? No, not quite. This is making it increasingly harder to win, but I have to do it. Sure. 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 Okay, so he gains the house. That's a good card. That's a good card. Okay. I said I do think I have inevitability, so I swing here. He goes Mirror Force. Alright, he doesn't go Mirror Force. Alright, he gets Trag. So he has to mill a card. He mills Reckless Greed. He is draw locked, right? And phase 2, Lone Fire. Priority. Lone Fire, Titanium. And then Megamorph. Target Trigodia. I don't know how this works. It become head, but I don't know how the fuck this ruling works. We're gonna look it up. How does this work? Someone has to know this ruling. Someone in chat. Does it just do nothing? Hold on. I think it just does nothing. It's at 0 attack, and then its attack increases by the number of cards in hand by 600. I think it just does nothing. Wait, I think it just does nothing. Wait, I think it just does nothing. I am not doing this shit. I'm not doing this shit. I think it just does nothing. According to what I'm reading, but I have no idea. It is 0? No, but then it says, and then its attack increases by the number of cards in hand. What the fuck? That doesn't even make sense. Judge. Yeah, I would not have even summoned the Titanium, but it doesn't fucking matter. Alright, whatever. I'm gonna draw fucking Demise next turn anyway, it doesn't matter. Alright, cool. Sick, fam. That's awesome. That's exactly what I wanted. Maybe should have shotgunned the common charity at some point. Alias keeps the same level. This gets him to the whatever card. I can't take too much damage here because, but I think I'm only taking 800 this turn. I might take 1600 this turn. 1600 might be too much. I can't pay 1600. I might have to let Krebins die. That's pretty ass because if I draw Manji, I might want it. I don't want the Krebins to be in play, so I could Bryonic, I guess. Drawing the E-Telly third Krebins was really ass, I'll be honest. Yeah, it's chill. Okay, so this happens, this happens, this happens. It just happens. Alright. Take 200. Yeah, I only take 1,000 this turn. That's right, because he has to summon a card to attack this. Yeah. So this is actually fine. We're actually just fine. Ish. Copium. Alright, he sets some more back row. I'm pretty sure that's the Mirror Force, though. Unless he, like, hella 5-head baited me, but it doesn't matter, because all my cards win. I just need to draw the fucking card that wins. I have at least 9 cards in my deck that instantly win the game. Let me read Megamorph. Yeah, sure. Yeah. It just does nothing to Trag? That's so stupid. What the fuck, bro? That is so dumb. What a dumbass ruling. What is this card? Gains 600 attack and defense for each card in your hand. This card's really good, by the way. Megamorph, slept on. Why does Gale lock it then? I don't fucking know. You're asking me? I don't know. There we go. I win the game. All right, cool. That's what I was looking for. All right. Roll Maju. Activate the effect. This one's pretty straightforward. Bionic. That's the new one. So you're right, it does nothing. Works like shrink. It makes sense. Dog. No, it doesn't. That's fine. This doesn't matter. None of this matters. I'm going to summon Demise and end the game. It doesn't matter. Alright? It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. Unless he has a Nether Bottomless down there. Yeah. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. It doesn't matter. I misplayed 800 times, and it doesn't matter. Vader, your deck sucks. Same. That doesn't make any sense, but it made sense in my head. Alright. What does this deck lose to? I don't even need to side here, right? Respected your back row too much? L respect. Said, I'm a reverse sweep. Maybe. Who knows? I was citing out one common charity, right? Makes sense. Well, you know, for a matter. You've been working on a Demise Dark Gaia deck? Dude, Demise is fucking stupid. You can just put 6 cards in any deck and it's just like, boom. JD. Really good card. Really, really good card. I'm liking this deck. This deck is kind of shmoney, dude. It's kind of sick. To everyone who thought insects couldn't be insane, good night, Soul Scissors. Have a good one. See you in the next stream. Drop your boy a like on the way out of here. Okay. What did you what was the siding pattern that you took so much time to think about? Don't think. Just do the thing, bro. I'm going to put Titanium into play. That's my plan here. He's going to have Royal Oppression. We're going to go to the next game. It's simple. It's simple. Fuck! Dude! Come on! That's so cringe. That's so dumb, dude. You gotta be fucking kidding me, bro. It's so stupid. That's so stupid. Sure. That sucks, dude. I needed that. I needed that. Dude, come on. Whack. Now my hand does nothing. Alright, you can have 1,000. Ask him to put Titanium back. There's no shot, bro. That was a terrible circumstance. Holy fuck. I cannot think of a worse thing that could have happened there. He got a Pot of Greed. He got to hair rip my follow-up, my win con, and now I'm sitting here with fucking stupid Titanium in hand with no trade-in. Oh my gosh. If I don't draw a trade-in, I'm going to crash out. E-call, okay. Sure. whatever. This doesn't matter. I don't care about this. Star Goblin. Sick. I would have drawn Heavy Storm. Are you kidding me? No, I stand by this play. I think it's the correct play, but very annoying. Titanium. No. I had true at 6th. I still upstart here and then. That's tough. Alright, let's turn. That was a good dust shoot. Ah, nice deck. It literally beat you. What do you mean, nice deck? I'm beating you. I'm up a game. How many breaks are in here? Surprisingly few. We just managed to be drawing a lot of them, which is unfortunate. M-Face Spark. Where is it? No? Space Typhoon. Right. You leave in Space Typhoon. That's fine. That's fine. This guy chatter or something? Yeah, he is, yeah. This is King Ray. He's constantly talking shit. Nice deck. I mean, if you didn't draw your one of out like a cheater, we would have been fine here. The decree would have been fine, but alas. Okay, last game. We'll go next. Sick. Kid is sniping. No, he's not sniping. He's chill. Hoorah, MSTs. He knows the deck. He saw the deck. He saw us building it, so you would obviously predict decree and raw MST there. Not that it matters. I think it was a game shot. That whole game was ruined by drawing Titanium. I'll say it. We would have had a much better chance had we not drawn Titanium. Okay. I want to get the Space Typhoon and the Charity in going first. I also kind of like Lava Golem in this matchup. Because it like fucking surprise, nuke your guys. But yeah, that game was messy. He had Space Typhoon, he had Dust Shoot, and then he had the accumulated setup. That was pretty ugly, I'm not gonna lie. How do we approach it this time around? What is the changes we want to make? I think Upstart Goblin is a little bit mid. Giving him life points seems kind of stupid. Because he plays like Gorse Trag, shit like that. I think just swapping in the points of interaction might be more useful. Stuff like Fairy Lily might be annoying for him to deal with. I really do think Lava Golem could be good here. Like, it just pops his guys, and then he can't do anything. He can't, like, spark us or whatever. I don't know. It might not be better than, like, Upstart Goblins. We might need to leave in the Upstarts just to see our plays. I think it might be take out the plant shit. That stuff fucking sucks. So I'll bring in the Upstarts again. Do we take out the plants? I mean, like, Titanium's probably good here, right? Like, it negates Offering of the Doom. I guess that doesn't really matter, does it? Okay. Let's go Lava Golem. Yeah, I like the idea of Lava Golem here. Because, like, we can just chill on a Krevins, and then he'll commit a second guy, and then we just Lava Golem him. Ooh, sounds pretty good. Let's Upstart. Hopefully hit a trade in here. Space Typhoon. Not bad. Allure. Draw 2. Not bad. Not bad. So we set. Normal Insect Knight. Pass the turn. Lava Golem doesn't start it. Summons don't start a chain, so here's this guy. That's A-okay. That's totally fine. Set, set, set. Set. We'll just snipe one. Let's see what we hit. Hit legacy. Okay, cool. Advance charity. Draw 2. Banish the armored bug. And then we've got return decree. So on our turn we'll go draw. Doom Dozer. Pretty good. We've got 2 tuners here, so we go normal Krebins. Normal Krebins. Nothing. Wow. Okay. So that's pretty cool. We can now go Arachnid for our second insect. Arachnid here is fucked up. Priority. Target alias. So we kill the alias no matter what. If he chains like bottomless, we can chain decree. I think he's fucked. He's fucked here. I could be wrong. Actually, we could even let bottomless resolve. Then we could chain spark. What is this hitting? What are you even hitting? Oh, he's hitting the Arachnid. That's totally fine. So he draws a card here. Then we go banish, banish, special Doom Dozer. Okay, we go decree, response, chain. Game's over. Chain Mind Crush. I mean, it's over. It's just fucking over. Like, you're just dead on board. Sure. Discard a card. That don't matter. Mind Crush. Discard the random card. Hits a Reckless. We've got Arachnid, Insect, Metal Armored. The question is, how do we approach this from a Gore's Drag standpoint? What's the best way to do this? Nice deck. I think this deck's kind of sick. Wait, this deck's kind of sick. I think we kind of cooked. I think we made something here, chat. That was a cool game. That was really cool. Dang, that was sick. What do you guys think of this? You guys liked it? I feel like we kind of cooked with this one. This is a pretty cool deck. Rare moments. Bug OTK. It's like Weevil. You never snipe. I defended you this time. Every other time I believed you were sniping, but I defended you this time. I defended you. I literally said. Okay. Every other time, I think he's a sniper. To be fair. Every other time, I think he's cheating. You had Decree Return Boss Monster. Congrats. Oh, poor you. Your deck that does nothing but draw into return, drew into return. Salt shakers in chat. Do we have a few salt shakers? You'd get rid of plants? I don't know. I don't think there's really much. Oh, we do have a little salt shaker. That's cute. There we go. Salty boy. Yeah, I guess you could. There really isn't much better in that spot though. Like this is like fine. I don't know. Like what would you? You should have won game one. I don't think so, man. I don't think so. But you did let me take back my Megamorph play, so that's on me. To be fair, how the fuck am I supposed to know if you equip Trag with Megamorph, it makes it nothing? It doesn't do anything. Like, what the fuck? That doesn't make any fucking sense. If you're gonna get accused anyway, you might as well. Dude, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Normally, it's me accusing you. The one time I defended you. Oh, man. United, we stand over Megamorph? No. Fuck no. That's a terrible... What? If I go Demise plus Titanial plus Megamorph, that's 8,000 damage. It's exactly 8,000. If I go Demise plus Titanial plus United We Stand, it's not 8,000 damage. It's like significantly less. And if I have enough monsters to make United We Stand lethal, like I Resolve Return, like that game, I just have lethal anyway. Megamorph is so you can lethal without having a bunch of monsters. Megamorph is a must play here. He didn't cheat and I played my best. Exactly, because I won. Alex has been paying attention here. Neo Bug or 2 Swing of Memories. Yeah, you could go the Swing of Memories route. Like, you could do that. It's just really hard to get all those pieces moving. You could go Sonic Bird. You could do a bunch of different stuff differently. Like, this is a pretty, like, simple Demise Insect OTK deck. This is very simple, like. But the one thing that I thought was good, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I was kind of a big fan of the Krebin's Arachnid Midground. What did you guys think of that? Because that felt like actual power. That felt like, oh, this is legit. Like this is a pretty solid summon. To the point where I actually wanted another one. I was gonna cut the Android and add another Arachnid. Because the third one did actually come up. And like being able to make an insect synchro and then use that to banish for the Doom Dozers and the Aztecapedes for your follow-up. That felt really good. I was impressed with that interaction. I was impressed with that. I thought that was cool. That was like the one part of the deck where I was like, oh, this is kind of clean. That actually makes a lot of sense. And then you banish the Arachnid, and then it gives you a removal spell in your banish for the return. So you can maybe even be looking at like DDR. Oh, another KO setup would be like you advance Ritual Art, you send 2 insects, you play Demise, you nuke the field, you special Doom Dozer, and then Megamorph on Doom Dozer's 8,000. That was another reason why I was like kind of questionable on the upstarts, because it like puts you out of the Megamorph kill, but like Megamorph's a one of, so I'm like, it's probably fine. There's something here. I like Insect Demise OTK has always been kind of like at the back of my mind, but I've never built it because Ultimate Rare Doom Dozer is so expensive. That's why I've never built it, but I do think that this is like a legit deck. Like I think the insect cards have a lot of cool support. I think you can side some fun stuff. Marionette the Shiny Black Seas might be a little bit ambitious. Lair Wire is a strong card. It just destroys any monster, so this can help you deal with Vanity's Fiend. This can also help you deal with, speaking of Vanity's Fiend, you could take it with Marionette Mite, which is pretty cool. But yeah, Lair Wire is just a good catch-all. It might even be worth siding 3 of them, honestly. So you have some pretty good like just mid-ground plays as well on top of it. Any more RBETs planned for Europe? Yes, I'm working on one, Connor, for early next year. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. European viewers, if you're in the chat right now because it's late night in America, I've got another RBET in Europe coming up. So hopefully that will be announced shortly. Not tonight, but in the near future, yes. The last one was a learning experience. I think it was an amazing event for what we were able to pull together, but a lot of stuff I want to do differently. Ton of stuff I want to do differently, and we're going to build on it, and the next one's going to be even better, like significantly better. Always improving, stay improving. I will say it was very hard to run the first event overseas. That was difficult. But I think the ones that come after it will be much easier. Because that was just kind of a proof of concept, and now I know everything that goes into it, more or less, because there's a lot that goes into it. Send you a list of things you need to get for a potential RBT Down Under. You'll work with Mr. Tag to get you everything you need. Well, the biggest thing we need is the venue. That's like the biggest thing. and it needs to be like cost effective. And then the second biggest thing is there needs to be enough players. I need to know that I can sell it out because international travel's fucking expensive. So if we can't sell it out, that's going to be tough. But if you have a big local scene and we're in a major city and like the time is right and we could sell 256 seats, then those are the big ones. That's the big things we need. Is we just need like a big local community. Went out for an hour and you come back and we're still here. Let's go. Yeah, well, I'm about to call it a night. It's pretty late, so probably gonna go to bed now. But thank you guys for tuning in. It's been a blast. This was a great stream. We cooked some really cool decks. What do we have? We had the what was this one? The Solidarity Spellcasters. That was a hype match. That was really fun. And then we had the Insect Demise. 2 really cool brews. Happy about how this stream went. Alright, folks. I'll see you guys in the next stream. Always a pleasure. Unless you're trying to drama bait me. Just kidding.